Hey, it's Good Friends, Good Games. It's episode 50. Guys, we made it to 50.
Damn, we're old.
Whoa. Should we end it on 50? Should we just go out on a bang with this one, or should we keep going?
Let's see how
we
long it
could
takes us.
try and see if we can get ourselves banned from Twitch. Why not?
Oh, my God. That's a good idea.
Going out with a bang.
See, here's the thing.
Giraffe penis.
Giraffe penis.
Come here for your good friends, good giraffe smut.
Politics, penis. Get us banned. Also,
whoa.
What was that?
You pinned the tweet of it. I should want in chat. You pinned it. You pinned Morgan's little thing there.
Oh. God damn. I was trying to reply to Dave. Look at Morgan. Leave it to Morgan to stop the whole fucking pod. Like, what happened? Leave it to Morgan to stop the whole thing. Look at this.
Here, I'm helping. No, I did that myself.
Yippee.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, if you pin a chat message in the Twitch chat, it blows it up.
Yep.
So.
Yippers.
Yippee.
Well, anyway, episode 50, guys, welcome. It's good to see all of you. Thank you for listening. If you're still sticking with us at episode 50 after all of this, thank you. We appreciate you.
I'm sorry.
Go look at the Resident Evil 6 logo and put your mind in the gutter.
Double sorry now.
Double sorry.
I'm not
Okay.
sorry.
So, guys, I found out something very, very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what's happened?
What do you
I
got
have
for us?
reached the old age where I need reading glasses.
Oh, you finally got caught up there, did you?
So now you're obviously, if you watch this on YouTube or you're looking at us on Twitch right now or whatever, clearly I've been wearing glasses for years. I've been wearing glasses since I was a little kid, but now it's gotten to the point where things need to actually be blown up because I realized some cases I have to stare at the monitor a little bit closer, or like you do that thing with your phone. Now, some of you might even think you have okay vision, but you're doing that thing with the cell phone where you're like bringing it closer, further away, that whole thing. So I talked to my eye doctor about it, and she said, "Oh yeah, dude, how old are you?" And I'm like 41, and she's like, "You're getting to that point now where you're going to need reading glasses." Or I have to get those weird glasses where it's like two things in one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm in that boat now, and I'm like, crap. I'm like, how far away am I? And she's like, you're about 3-4 years out if everything works on track. So I started getting really like disappointed with everything. I was like, shit, man, I'm getting old and like I got to have 2 pairs of glasses now. And she says, well, I can give you a free trick. And I was like, what is that? And she said, all you have to do is zoom on the monitor, like make the text like a tick bigger, so you're not stressing your eyes. But then I got real stubborn about it, where I'm like, what the fuck? Now I need to be like one of those old people that has to like blow their text up on their monitor to like
I've seen so many of those phones.
500%. And I'm just like, shit. But yeah, I'm in that boat. And then I used it as an excuse because Pal wanted to go buy a new TV. So I used it as an excuse to get a bigger TV.
Oh my God.
So I was like, you know what? My eyes are going bad. I think we need 65-inch TV. And she was like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got a bigger TV. We got a brand new TV. It's glorious. Life is good, guys. I played Final Fantasy VII on this thing, and I was like, oh.
Dear God.
Dear God.
Tifa looks amazing on this.
Not bad.
Yeah. So is anyone here in the chat having to zoom in on the text or wear like, special glasses? Have you or Dill, you or Zenith, like think you need it?
I don't need it yet, but I know that my cousin needs glasses now, and she's like a year older than me. So I don't know. We'll see.
Chibi in the chat says, I'm at the age where I have to read porn secretly because I have to zoom in.
Okay.
No, I do not read those like romance novels disguised as fantasy books.
Oh, the fan fictions. All right.
No. There's this trend. If you go follow like your TikToks or whatever, and you're into like the reading communities on TikTok, they promote. All these people promote the same books, right? They all look like these dark fantasy like books, but they're really all like porn.
Oh,
they're like
okay.
There's become this trend where like all the back in the day they'd have those like grocery store like romance books that you would have they'd have at like the check lanes and stuff. I'm
Yeah.
sure someone thinks about it and know what I'm talking about. Anyway, they have like, you know, cowboys and shit on the cover and like construction workers and shit. They're just raunchy books for like dirt cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Now they have figured out you can disguise them as cutesy like rom-com style books and put them in Barnes and Noble and they'll sell like hotcakes.
Oh.
But no one knows what you're reading. And then someone decided to like make them fantasy books and they look like dark, deep fantasy books like Game of Thrones type of shit, right? But they're really just raunchy porn novels. It's wild. So no, I do not read those.
There's a market.
There's a market for everything, guys. What's the rule thing again? What's that rule? Where like if anything can be turned into porn, it will be. What was that?
Oh,
Rule 34. Yeah, thank you. Rule 34.
Followed by Rule 35.
But yeah, that went on a tangent. Anyway, I'm getting old. I'm getting old and I need special glasses and I got a big TV.
I'll make a note of that then.
Yeah. What have you guys been up to?
Well, I'll let Dill go first.
All right. Not really been up to much. I did go to see my cousin last week at least. That was a nice. I went on a nice little trip. Up further north, and went to go see her and her fiance, and we had a nice little chat. Yeah, we all catch up. 7 months. We haven't seen each other 7 months. That was just a nice little yap session, and then basically, I did get to check out the new Super Mario Party Jamboree game because she and her fiance had bought it. So I played a little bit of that with them, did some quick lash, ordered some pizza, you know, just kind of chilled. And it was nice. It was nice just to... Yeah, Demi just said in the chat, said give cat. I also got to see my cousin's cat, Bobo. And Demi's been getting all the pictures and videos because she's obsessed with my cousin's cat.
Why is it Gib? Why is it
go.
Gib Cat?
I don't know. She says Gib quite a lot when it comes to like cat, food, drink, whatever.
Interesting.
I don't know. Yeah.
But the cat's name's Bobo?
Bobo. Yeah. He's an older cat. He's a rescue. His previous owner unfortunately passed away.
Aww.
And my cousin found Bobo at the shelter and basically immediately loved him and adopted him. And she's had him now for about 3 years. I think it's been. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
this is the cousin you're going to the wedding for, right? Like you're going to be in the wedding.
Yes, I am.
Hey.
I'd actually talked to her about that as well. So what the plan was and everything like that. She said she doesn't mind the old like. She says that I can sort out my own like suit and everything like that and fit and everything like that. So you know, so
You're gonna James Bond it. You're gonna go out there looking like James Bond.
We'll
James
see.
Dill. Yeah.
we'll see.
Dill
Mhm.
Bond. Yeah.
Mhm.
Go in there, style it. He's single, ladies.
Shush.
Come on, you don't want to show off your new suit?
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah. I haven't got the suit sorted out yet. I need to sort it out.
Dill has this tall, like slender build that just like makes like suits are made for men like Dill.
I've never found a suit that actually properly fits me.
They're not gonna. You're never gonna find
No.
one that properly fits off the rack. Like suits
I'll
are
never
meant to be
find one that
purchased.
fits me either.
Yeah, suits are purposely meant to be purchased off the rack and then taken to a tailor to adjust.
I think
be
that's
adjusted.
what I'm probably gonna have to do.
Oh yeah,
Probably
no,
go
of
to the
course.
Tailor. I
If
need to find
you're-
a tailor then.
Yeah, a lot of the times too, if you're trying to like save money, a lot of like if you go to like the department store to buy the suit, they'll have the tailor person in the department store.
Yeah.
And they'll take the measurements and do what they need to do. But yeah, like most of the time, like very, very rare does a suit fit right off the rack.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dill has that tall, slender, like suit build. I'm so fucking jealous.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
I
look
notice
like
about
I
these
look
things,
like
so-
fucking is it Popeye, the one that asked for cheeseburgers on Tuesday or whatever? I look like Wimpy when I wear a goddamn suit.
Popeye. Popeye's the spinach guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the spinach guy. I look like fucking Wimpy when I like wear a suit. I don't like it.
Go ask Slenderman. There you go. I'm Slenderman, guys.
Slenderman. All right.
Yeah. There are some people who are into Slenderman. You know, the monster fuckers.
The what?
Oh, the people The side of the internet who are like into monsters. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Morgan. Morgan's like, I sort of wore a suit once. I can't remember if it was a suit or a dress.
Was it both?
Knowing Morgan, she probably doesn't know if it was a suit or a dress. Like, she just can't.
Okay, Morgan, how drunk were you when you were wearing this?
Yeah, Morgan, tell us.
Yeah. How many drinks did you drink at this party?
Oh, Morgan wore a business suit, like a lady's business suit, because she had the jacket on top and the skirt. That's what she wore.
Okay.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's what she wore. Anyway, Zenith, you got anything exciting to share?
Well, let's see. I went to a pumpkin carving party last weekend. So that was what I did on Saturday, and on that, didn't really get up to much. Just mostly been busy with streaming. I actually did something with Dill for my Halloween, so that's what I did. Other than that, just been working my butt off, having a good time. So got nothing really to report here.
What did you carve into your pumpkin?
So I had a couple of ideas, and the first idea was maybe people wanted me to carve Kirby into my pumpkin.
That's a good one.
Trying to find the shape is gonna be really tough, especially because I'm not an artist, and not only that, when I arrived, people were already carving pumpkins, so I had to kind of hurry a little bit. So I was strapped for time. And the other thing was my second idea was I wanted to carve the shape of a pumpkin. To technically say, yeah, I carved a pumpkin. See?
Okay.
But
okay.
They didn't appreciate that idea. But the third one that I did was I did one based off of my squint emoji, which I'll paste in the chat real quick.
Okay.
So I gave the pumpkin have that face.
I've seen that emote plenty of times from Damie, so yeah.
Yeah, I would have loved like Kirby Pop emote, but oh well.
I like the Zenith squint.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite emotes.
I like it. So you wanted to carve a pumpkin, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you do they celebrate Halloween in the UK?
Yeah, but it's not as big as in the US.
Yeah. You guys don't do the trick-or-treating and all that jazz?
So when I was a kid, trick-or-treating was all over the place, and it was a big thing. But nowadays, around where I live, not as much. Like, my mum always gets some, like, a bucket of sweets out and then, like, puts them outside and everything like that, and every trick-or-treating and everything, but, like, no. It's not as popular as it what used to be, unfortunately. You know,
you're not wrong, because Pow and I said the same thing here. Because we were debating, like, okay, do we buy candy and put it out? You know, I was going to ask the neighbors, but I didn't run into one. I was going to ask them, like, what's the trick-or-treating situation here? Do the kids come by? That kind of thing, right? To know if we're going to buy candy or not. But I couldn't find one, so I didn't know. But for those that do not know, Dill knows, obviously, because we took him through there, I think. We live down the street from the actual Michael Myers house.
Yeah.
Like the real deal Michael Myers house, right? So Pow and I have never done this. I've lived in this city for a decade and I have never gone on Halloween. So Pow and I were like driving down and we're like, let's go look. And we looked. They had a farmer's market going, which is pretty cool because the farmer's market was going. Everyone was in costume. All the farmer's market booths were giving out candy and stuff. But the Michael Myers house, they actually had a guy come down dressed up like Michael Myers, and they had a lineup so you could get photo ops in front of the house with Michael Myers.
That's cool.
And it's very well organized. They had security and everything to, you know, protect this house because this house is literally like one of the cornerstones of this city. It's like a national landmark and all that jazz now. So it was really, really cool. I had never seen the Halloween house on Halloween, and I'm glad I did. But aside from that, like there wasn't much in terms of trick or treating. Pal and I noticed like a lot of the schools and stuff, I guess they call it like tailgate trick or treating, where all these cars like park into like the high school parking lot or whatever, and then they like flip down their tailgates and stuff like that, and they give out candy that way. They set up little booths and stuff like that. So like the thank you, Chibi. I think someone said trunk or treat.
Trunk or treat.
Yeah, someone mentioned that wasn't Chibi or Pow. Someone said trunk or treat at a function we were at. But yeah, it's really weird. Like kids just do not go up and down the streets and trick or treat anymore. It's kind of sad.
Kind of, yeah.
I get it.
I don't know.
I get it. There's safety concerns and all that kind of stuff now. Remember they said they were gonna like stick drugs in your candy?
Yep.
Yeah, they like, oh, be careful, don't trick or treat. They're gonna stick drugs in your candy, and then you're like a grown adult, and you start thinking like an adult, and you realize no one's gonna stick expensive drugs in candy and give it away for free. No one's gonna do that.
Too much money involved in that. No way.
No one's gonna stick their ecstasy stash in a bag of Snickers and give it away for free.
I can just imagine like you pull Los Hermanos and Gus Fring, Gustavo Fring out here, just like cooking up drugs to put it in. It's like, yeah, put that in Snickers.
Seriously.
The narco's just like, you know what's the fun idea of this? Yes, put all our drugs in like trick or treaters,
Jesse, we need to trick or treat.
Yeah, seriously. Like I was like thinking about that now as an adult. I'm like, who the fuck's giving away like their drugs into like in Halloween candy? There's too much money involved there. But
I know.
Morgan just revealed that she's part of the problem. She hides from the trick-or-treaters.
Yes, the blue rock candy.
Yeah. Did you guys ever see the picture like years ago where like there was like a baby dressed like Heisenberg and then his little older brother was Jesse? Like there's a picture floating around with that, and
it sounds fucking cool.
It's one of the greatest Halloween costumes I think I've ever seen.
I've seen a lot of good costumes as well online. Like, I think my favorite one that I saw was someone went into an airport as Johnny Bravo. Like, full on
nice.
Big muscles on him.
Amazing.
Like, shirt, pants. He had the wig on, the hair. And he even had a mirror as well with him, too. So, like, the personality, the voice, everything. It was an awesome video to watch.
I keep telling myself I'm going to dress up for Halloween, and I don't do it.
Yeah.
We need to do a pod on Halloween. Next year we need to do a pod on Halloween.
I mean, hang on. So Halloween this year was on a Thursday.
Yeah, which is really weird.
We have to wait like a few years.
The next one will be in, I think, 2026 will be on a Saturday.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't realize this, but Thanksgiving is one of those days that like gets moved around as long as it's on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Like this year, it's on the 28th. I'm never at Thanksgiving on the 28th.
Oh,
our Thanksgiving moves around on Mondays.
Oh yeah,
So it's like
you guys
Easter.
are different. You guys have a different Thanksgiving day.
Yeah, we so technically like we have the Thanksgiving on like the Sunday, and then we just have the Monday off.
Okay, that sounds nice.
What do we got here? What is this?
What have you done?
Oh, I'm gone. Bye.
Yep, Sam, gone too.
Nice
oh shit! Did I click on the wrong? There we go.
We're no longer on the screen.
There you go. You're on the screen now.
All
right, you clicked on Chibi's malware. How could you do this to us?
Damn, Chibi, somebody sent an Erik there.
Chibi's like, hey, check out your Discord. Chibi's like, hey, check out your Discord. I trust Chibi, and the fucking Discord goes down.
Damn, Chibi.
Yeah. She just wanted you to check out her graphics.
Yeah, let's see here. Okay, cool. It's a trunk with Darth Vader. Okay, so trunk or treat. All right. That's weird. That shouldn't have done that.
Oh, is it a Cybertruck? Please tell me it was a Cybertruck.
No, it's not a Cybertruck. They have a Tesla.
I was going to say. Oh, Jesus.
Dill was thoroughly impressed with the Cybertruck.
You say impressed. I was more like internally laughing at it.
It just looks like a bad PS1 like truck from Grand Theft Auto.
Even it looks like a Minecraft vehicle in real life. Oh yeah.
Oy. All right. Anyone got anything else before we go into the video games?
No.
No, good.
Nothing else exciting to share. All right.
No, it's been busy.
It's been
but
busy.
mostly just content.
Everyone's been busy. Everest isn't with us again this week. Everest is swamped with school and life and all that good stuff. So, it's going to be a minute before she comes back, but we wish her well. She's out there doing her thing. But I feel it, man. Life, busy, all that kind of stuff. So let's get the ball rolling. Morgan smartened up and she started turning threads in the. She started making threads in the Discord for the clips.
Yay!
I was waiting for Morgan to figure that out. Hey,
Morgan's getting smarter, guys.
She's figured it out.
She
Increased her
figured it out.
intelligence stat.
She now has 2 intelligence.
2
Hey, you said it, not me.
Damn, dude. Fucking. Just a moment to rip on her. We had candy and party favors like bouncy balls, erasers, popping key. Okay, there's always those weird people that give off like fucking pencils and erasers and shit at Halloween.
It's Halloween. You're supposed to
You ever
give
get
them candy.
that weird? You ever get that weird guy that's like a dentist and he gives you floss and toothbrushes? You ever get those at Halloween?
Never experienced that, but if someone were able to do that, I would have taken a dental floss and taken it around their neck.
God damn. You're over there expecting a Snickers and you get a damn dental floss?
Yeah.
I have all of 2 of Zen's brain cells.
So you have -2 brain cells.
I want to ask, what is the weirdest thing you've ever gotten from trick or treating as a kid?
Oh.
An apple.
That's not weird.
That's not
A
weird.
whole apple. Someone gave me a whole apple once.
No,
and
there's
I
always
was
like
what
some
the
weird
hell?
health nut that
I got a
gives out
banana.
apple. You got a banana? Okay, that's not weird. That's not abnormal to me.
Oh, wait. I have one. I once got from my house an entire pack of like dairy milk bars. Not just one, an entire pack. I was like, what the fuck?
You ran right home, right? You ran straight home?
I
Okay,
ran for after that. I was like, yeah, I'm taking this. Bye-bye.
What did you get, Zenith? That was
2 different things.
Mhm.
One year, someone gave me. They were out of candy. They gave me a crisp, cool $20 bill, and I was a kid, and I was so excited.
Money.
And unfortunately, my dad was out trick or treating, and he used it to I don't know, maybe buy groceries or maybe buy weed. I don't fucking know.
Did he share the groceries or the weed?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, we were like kind of like hurting for money that year, I think, because my dad got laid off. And the other thing that we got was someone gave me a toothbrush because they're
That's
like,
what I
"You're
was
gonna
saying.
rot your teeth with all that candy. Here's a toothbrush." I'm like, "Bitch, please, what the fuck is this?"
I have a toothbrush at home, bitch. What are you talking about?
Well, let me tell you guys, being in LA and that general area in California in general, Southern California, you get some weird shit, all right? I've gotten the Bible. Like I've gotten the little like pocket
What?
travel Bibles. The little pocket like Bibles with the sermons and shit in them, right? I've gotten one of those. I've gotten a Jehovah's Witness like flyer thing.
Oh,
Only in America.
yep.
That would never
No,
happen
no.
here in Canada.
California. California, the Bible Belt, where you get this kind of shit, right? Yeah, but I've gotten one of the little pocket Bibles. I've gotten a Jehovah's Witness flyer. I've also gotten the, I've gotten a Bible on break at work. Yeah, that's not uncommon. I've gotten the toothbrush. I've gotten the floss. The little like travel toothpaste thing. The little tiny tubes of toothpaste. I've gotten that kind of shit. I've gotten like nickels and quarters and stuff like from the little old ladies because they don't have candy.
It's some loose change I don't need. There
Yeah,
you go.
I don't have candy here, but here you go. And then there's always like, okay, on this Halloween thing here. What's that one candy that you guys always used to get as a kid and you were like, why do people keep handing this shit out?
Candy corn.
Ooh.
Fuck you. I love candy corn.
I want to say it was this licorice sweet. It was some kind of black licorice that I can't
I hate
remember of
black
it.
licorice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
black
You
licorice
give that
is
to
nasty,
me, that goes
dude.
in the garbage.
Yeah, I try to remember the name of the brand of it
Oh.
as well.
I know a lot of people that hate this, but actually I didn't mind this. When people give you like the little small boxes of raisins,
Oh
and they're
yeah,
all just like
Ah.
stick in the box, and they're all like,
You like that?
I mean, it wasn't my favorite, but like nobody else would eat them. Lee would always give me his because he didn't want to eat them. It's like, all right, fine.
oh yeah. The name of the sweets is licorice all sorts.
Ew.
Yeah,
I've never
it's an
heard of
entire
that.
pack full of licorice sweets. I hate them. I don't.
Do you
like them at
do you
all.
just don't like black licorice, or do you not like licorice in general?
I'm not keen on licorice.
Okay,
I'm not.
that's fair.
I don't.
That's
I don't.
fine.
I just don't like the taste of it. Honestly,
Okay. Let's send this over to the chat here.
I
and
see him.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Let's send this over to the chat here, and then Dill can obviously doesn't like licorice, so his opinion won't apply here. But
I feel. I mean, in a sense, the Dave because
all
Dave
right,
wants to see it.
Zenith and chat, Red Vine or Twizzlers? Put your
Twizzlers.
votes in the chat. Okay, a Twizzler. We got a Twizzler guy. Okay, Zenith's all about Twizzler. We'll see. Okay, we got Twizzlers again. Okay, Twizzlers. I
Twizzle
think
my
I'm
mizzle.
I think I'm a Twizzler person. You've
What's
never
the
had a Red
difference?
Vine, Morgan? Those are the ones that come in the big like tub, like you get them at like the liquor store or whatever for like a nickel. Like they always have the big tub of licorice, and then you just pull it out.
Red vines is that? What's the difference between red vines and Twizzlers though?
They're just two different brands of candy, like two different brands
Also,
of licorice.
they're the same candy but two different companies.
Two different companies, right? Yeah.
I
So
will, I
like
will be able to know then.
red vines, you almost always get in bulk. Twizzlers are always come packaged. But yeah, I've always been a Twizzler person too. The Twizzlers bites and the Twizzlers nibs are the most delectable licorice there is. Okay, so so you never ate or like you would eat the raisins, but what's the one you get and you're like, God, I hate this candy, and then you just like you end up with a stockpile of it at the end of your Halloween run. Some people here might know what I'm talking about, but there's like these little like hard candies that come in like a wrapper that looks like a strawberry. It's like a little hard candy, but it comes in a strawberry printed like wrapper. Someone in the chat will know what I'm talking about. And I don't know why people keep giving them out. They're the Yes, thank you. Chibi and I are on the same page here. Rude says they're good. It has the texture of a booger. I won't eat it. Strawberry flavored glass. Okay, but yeah, that's what the other guys are looking it up here, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a strawberry hard candy, right? And the wrapper looks like a strawberry.
Candy, strawberry hard.
And then there's also, you always get those random like butterscotch like looking ones, but they're come in like a clear plastic wrapper. They're always like gold or amber colored.
I actually loved it. Anytime you get like what is it, like green apple, like sour green apple, and it has like butterscotch on it. So fucking good. I love those.
You know what one candy I do love getting all the time? It's a candy called Love Hearts. And they taste so damn good.
Love Hearts.
Yeah. They're basically like they kind of have the texture of chalk, but they're sweet. They're really sweet kind of thing.
Love.
Okay.
Wait, are you talking about the ones you get like on Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
Oh no, these are different.
What do you call them over there?
Oh, interesting. They're like round and they're like ours are like in the shape of hearts, and then they have little sayings on them.
We're lazier. We're just doing round.
Okay. These are new. These are new. I have not seen these. I mean, we have the ones like the American people in the chat here will say like they're shaped like little hearts. You get them every like Valentine's Day, and they have little messages on them. Interesting, huh? You guys
Yeah,
just straight up print a thing on it.
Yeah, that and like Palmer Giant Violet Fizzers.
Violet Fizzers.
Palmer Violets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
I gotta eat so many of those.
The one candy that I think everyone around me likes, but I can't stand, are Jolly Ranchers. I hate Jolly Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers.
I can't stand Jolly Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers.
Well, you also diss
never...
candy corn, so we cancel each other out.
Oh, okay. It's like a hard candy.
Yeah, dude.
Is it one of those ones that you like? They like melt in your mouth or something like that?
They don't they don't melt. I just hate them. You get them out of the wrapper, and the wrapper's like fused to the damn candy, and you have to like pry it apart.
Yeah,
and,
we have a similar one called Starburst.
Oh fuck, I
love Starburst.
I love Starburst.
Well, if you love Starburst, you know, Eric, you got to come over here.
Hey, he's got Starburst. $1.35? I'm so jealous, dude. That's a $3.50 bag here.
What?
That would have cost us like
you can get these for like £1 in like the nearest pound shop.
Oh, dude, yeah, dude. They're robbing us blind over here.
Yeah.
Jesus. All right. Video games. Now that we've gone off on candy.
All
right. Here we go. Where's the doc? I got Love Hearts Candy.
I volunteer Eric to go first because he has the least amount of games.
I have the least amount of games, so I'm gonna go first. I usually leave it to you guys, but I'll go first here. Okay, so I'm on my same old bullshit.
Oops.
We're trying to get through Final Fantasy VII Rebirth by the end of the year.
Trying.
I'm trying. But
what chapter are you on?
11. Getting close.
So you're getting close.
I'm getting close. I had just finished the whole Red X segment.
Oh,
or Red 13. The Red 13 segment. I think I'm okay in spoiler realm by now, right?
You should be. It's been like nearly a year.
Yeah, I think we're okay in spoiler around here.
Unless Zen doesn't want spoilers.
No, I'm good.
He's good. Okay. The voice change, like the Red 13 voice change.
Yes.
Threw me
that threw me off too.
Off.
I made a clip about that and I was just like, what?
To be fair, I don't like it.
I don't like it
either. I
either.
like the change.
Did you like Red X in the original game? Like, were you a Red X fan in the original game?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, even in the original game, even through text, interesting enough, Red X is like Red 13. I keep saying Red X, but it's Red 13. He's always been given kind of this persona that he's elderly and wise and, you know, like he's there to educate the party in some way. And they portray this in the remakes. He has that same tone. They gave him like an elderly person's voice. He's supposed to sound old and wise and like, you know, this beacon for advice or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then out of nowhere, you get to Red 13's segment of the story and you find out that he is basically a child or a teenager.
He's just a baby.
He's a baby, right? And he's given this childlike teenager voice and it throws off the whole pacing, I think, of that character.
It surprised me.
And it's very annoying.
It's incredibly annoying.
Because then he's like, then he goes from like, seem like, you know, a quiet, kind of like wise, solemn character where it's like, yes, this is what you should be doing. Yes, the world is hurting. To all of a sudden, just hi guys, I'm so excited. Here's all my moves. And then
I'm so excited, guys.
Everything. I'm like,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah,
this game.
It's like if you gave like Gandalf the Wise helium.
He looks like a dude. He sounds like a teenager that's trying to make YouTube content while the world is ending. Like, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save the world, even though it's collapsing. I'm going to make Dad proud. And I'm like, what the fuck did they do to this character?
So, have you guys ever played Monster Hunter Rise?
No.
Is that the... No, that's not the what's it called one. That's not the PlayStation one, right?
That's not the new one. This one's been out for a while.
Okay.
It originally came out for Switch, and then eventually
I've not played it then.
So anyway, Monster Hunter Rise. So I grew up playing a lot of Monster Hunter games. Well, not grew up, but like I played a lot of Monster Hunter games, and I had no interest in Rise. People are probably thinking, it's like, why? Monster Hunter Rise, like the moves are cool. It's got all the monsters. I don't see exactly what you wouldn't like about it. It's because everyone talks way too damn fucking much. I'm there to hunt monsters, not hear you do your same move over and over and over and over and over again. I don't like that a lot of JRPGs do that. Like, you don't have to announce what you do all the time. Sure, if it's the first time doing it, sure, fine. I don't fucking care. But it's just redoing voice lines just to, I don't know. It just, I mean, sure, you know, if it's done, you know, in Japan, that's fine. That's their thing. But it does not translate well to English or Western culture, where, you know, like, sure, people talk a lot, but when in battle, I don't think you would know anyone that would just constantly be just announcing what they're doing.
It's very off-putting, and I think, call me crazy, it's totally thrown off the pacing of this game for me at this point. It's totally throwing off the pacing, and I think it's I got really discouraged. I think, you know how, like, you play a game and, like, you're really, really up in a game, and then you get to this point where it kind of overstays its welcome. And I think that is chapter 10. That whole Red 13 segment, I think, is that point in the game for me where I'm like, this is ridiculous. This is too much, because I had a hell of a hard time with that chapter. The boss in that chapter is hard as shit. The GI Detanic or Detac or whatever the heck it is.
I need to reload this up. I haven't played the game for a while.
Yeah, someone in the chat will know what I'm talking about. But the whole Red 13 segment, that boss was very fucking difficult, and it was throwing off the pace.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
Did you have a hard time with this one?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it's all hard as shit. It took me like a couple days, and I'm like, this is getting, like, this game's starting to overstay its welcome. And then not only that, it's like that segment of the game keeps going on for longer. And then finally you get to the next chapter, which finally takes you to Nibelheim. And I haven't found Vincent yet, but I'm hoping I see Vincent soon. I'm assuming I see Vincent. I'm hoping I see Vincent here, because that's where you
really enjoy
that's where you find him in the
say.
original game. And the other thing that's starting to get on my nerves is this game keeps trying to shove the Tifa relationship down my throat. I have made it loud and clear to this game, I am on Team Aerith. Like, I keep telling this game, you know how you can kind of go, like, build your relationship with each character in the game?
Yeah.
And it says your relationship with this person's deepened. And so I keep pushing towards Team Aerith, but for whatever reason, this game keeps shoving Tifa down my throat.
Yep. And I do agree with you there. I think it would be cooler if it had multiple kind of, like, variations of, like, the game, where it would literally more favor you go into, like, the different characters if you chose to, like, be further with other characters. That's interesting too, but I think they've shoved so much crap in this game. I've ignored Chadley completely now. Like, I just walk past that dude. I just walk past that dude whenever I'm in the level. I got tired of Chadley's, like, simulation stuff by, like, chapter 9. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of done with this. I don't need to do this anymore. I already had, like, all the orbs as well that you get from there, all this type too. So I was like, I don't need to do this anymore.
Is that how you get the summons? Like, do you have to do the things to get the summons?
Some of the summons, yes. You have to, like, do the take on the boss fights and the summons, and then, like, beat them, and then you get them unlocked, and then you can purchase them.
Anyway,
yeah,
I hate the whole Chadley thing. Like, that segment of the game is just dead to me. I'm just like trying to play Final Fantasy VII at this point. Like, I'm just trying to get through Final Fantasy.
I would do that. But I would do that, honestly.
Yeah, I'm over the Chadley stuff. It keeps shoving, and I think if they took out half of that Chadley stuff and half of the photography sites and all this kind of shit, they probably could have explored the whole deeper character development with each thing and spent more time there, because that's stuff we missed from the original game, which I think they did right with the first remake. You found out you learned more about, Wedge and Biggs and, who's the other one? The girl that's skipping my mind completely right now.
Yuffie?
Not Yuffie. The Avalanche, the one in Avalanche.
Jesse, thank you. You had this whole like thing that you did not have with Jesse in the original game, like the PS1 version, and then they deepened the shit out of that character and ended up making her this incredibly lovable character. Yeah. That
you felt for when, spoiler alert, you lose her at the end of Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that I'm not getting that with the two main female protagonists in this game is disturbing to me.
Yeah.
It keeps pushing this Tifa thing down my throat, and I'm sure there's a reason for it. I'm assuming it's
because, like, in the actual story, it's canon them two are together, and that's why. I think that's why they're shoving it in your face.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Give me Team Aerith all day.
I would actually agree with you. I feel like if they did multiple, like, variations, like a multiversal of stories where you can, like, choose which one you want to go with, that would be better. But, like, it's just heavily focused on Tifa. Really is.
I think that's fan service. I think that's incredible, like, fan pandering.
Much as I love Tifa, I do agree with you there.
Yeah, it's complete pandering. But we're almost through it. That's enough of my comment. I think I'm comfortable saying that I am not as happy with Rebirth as I am Remake.
That's fair.
And I loved Remake. That was probably one of my favorite games that year. And Rebirth just kind of like really puts a sour taste in my mouth.
They bloated it. They basically like overbloated it with like too much side content. Similar to, I think you said Horizon Forbidden West had the same issue.
Horizon Forbidden West did the same thing. The first Horizon, great game, great pacing. And then when they did Forbidden West, they just bloated the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And
I would say the same with, for me, would be Assassin's Creed Valhalla and everything like that, and Odyssey, because they were were way too bloated.
That was an Assassin's Creed thing for years.
Yeah.
Demi says side content is way too much, and she just watched it.
Yeah, she was watching me play Rebirth, and I was like, I don't know if she was there when I got broken by it, by that freaking one quest that like bugged out and I couldn't finish it, and I was like, I'm finishing this game tonight. I don't care.
It's like wee AAA.
I mean, to be fair, it's you do get your money's worth for like in terms of content. But, like, at the same time, there's such a thing as too much.
Yeah.
And that was the case.
It's a lot. And it soured my taste, I think, on this game. I feel bad because I want to love it.
Yeah.
I want to love it, but I think it's just too much. And there's too much to do. And it takes away from, like, what you're there to do. And I'm just like, I'm kind of over it.
I think Erik needs a nice, healthy dose of Alan Wake games. That's what he needs.
That's on my list to do. I've got that.
Yes.
I'm going to try to get it done by the end of the year. I'm trying to finish this. I'm hoping to finish this by the end of this week or next week and get this out of my backlog here. We also been doing more Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. I don't know how I feel about it yet either.
I haven't started playing it yet, so I haven't bought it yet.
I don't know if Zenith can steer me here or something, but it feels kind of empty. I don't feel the same. I'm not feeling the same magic with it that I felt like with A Link Between Worlds and stuff like that, where the element, or I don't know what they call it, the gameplay element, really hooks you and makes the game great. I don't know if I'm there. Because all I've done is spawn a bunch of beds to get around all these puzzles.
And that's the game.
I don't really, fault anyone for it not being their cup of tea, because I mean, it's a great game. I'm having fun with it. But would I say it's the best Zelda game? No.
It's a fun experiment, you would probably say.
Yeah, it's definitely something fun and different. And I do like, a lot of the concepts. But just because like it's a different concept doesn't exactly mean that it's always going to be fun. No, I mean, because there's moments where I'm just like, that's really fascinating, and then there's moments where I'm just trying to get through a dungeon for the sake of getting through a dungeon, because it's like, all right, this is getting a little bit redundant. I want to try and just get through this and be done with it, because I feel like some of the dungeon segments are probably it's where the game starts to lag. Like, it's not so much like the puzzle solving, because I do enjoy that. It's just that a lot of the dungeons seem very samey, where they're like where you're locked into like a specific art style for and it's just, square rooms and just, nothing, not a whole lot going on there.
I think part of it too is, this is like Zelda's debut where you can play as Zelda. And I think maybe part of it bothers me that they went the cutesy like Link's Awakening route with it, maybe. But I can see why they did that, because you want to market this game to kids. Kids are going to want this at Christmas, type of thing. Especially young girls that dream of playing as Zelda, this is like the perfect game for them to get like at Christmas time under the tree with their Switch or, their new Switch or whatever. And then, they can play as Zelda and fulfill kind of that childhood dream where if anything, after Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, I want more of a Twilight Princess style where you play as Zelda. I want a dark Zelda game where you play as Zelda. Because all these games, you've kind of experienced chaos. You've experienced chaos in Hyrule through Link's perspective, right? I want to see the shit fall apart from Zelda's perspective, the one that's actually in charge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
And I feel like that would be a fantastic looking approach to a video game. If they came and made the next big Zelda game where you play as Zelda, but it's in a Twilight Princess-esque or Tears of the Kingdom-esque style game, I think it would be fantastic. Especially when they've built up Zelda to be, this commander in chief, and she's not a damsel in distress anymore.
Yeah.
She's in a position of power. She's a leader. She's her own strong, independent fighter herself.
Girl boss.
Right. The girl boss, right. And I think at this point, we're safe on Tears of the Kingdom spoilers, right? At this point?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'd say so.
Yeah, so I think we're safe on Tears of the Kingdom spoilers at this point, right? Zelda, now you can interpret this however you see fit here, but to me, Zelda's the one that actually saves the day in Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah. She comes in clutch.
Yeah, Zelda is your hero, and she saves the day. Because spoiler, I'll do it anyway, spoiler alert, Zelda sacrifices herself to rebuild the Master Sword. So Link can go and defeat Ganon.
I suppose in a way you can interpret it as like Link is the hero of Hyrule, but Zelda is Link's hero in a way. Because like Zelda is the main reason why Link is the hero in the end.
They need each other. They've built this relationship between the two where they now need each other. Link no longer saves Zelda. Now they work together to save Hyrule.
Yes.
And I think that's sorry, I'm going on a rant here about this, but I feel like the first opportunity to play as Zelda, I think, is being highly underutilized in this. I think it's a B tier Zelda, So that's my rant. I don't know how I'm feeling. Maybe I'll end up loving it in the end. I did not like Tears of the Kingdom at first either, and then I ended up loving it. So who knows how this will change for me. But
to be fair with Tears of the Kingdom, you had me and Zen saying, keep playing. Right.
But now you guys are even kind of in the same boat with, Dell's different, but hasn't played it yet.
I've not played it yet. So.
Yeah, but Zenith's even kind of agreeing with me in a sense where it's kind of like, I'm kind of trudging through this thing.
Well, I think like when I'm out of a dungeon, that's where like the charm has it, because like I love the whole like graphical style of, and I love the feeling of exploring these different places. How far are you, Eric, if you don't mind me asking?
We finished Gerudo, and now we've met up with the Zora.
I love the Zora area.
The Zora area has helped a little bit. It's not as boring as the Gerudo area. The Zora area, like, there's a little bit of conflict, there's a little bit of drama in the Zora area, and I'm feeling it a bit more. But also, even then, that segment feels kind of rushed. It's like, there's this, we got to go do this, we got to go do this, and now let's go here. Like, it's very rushed. There's no fleshing anything out.
Mhm.
It's kind of like you do the two segments you need to do, and then your guide tells you, oh, now we need to go here. Like, let's go here now, and then you go there, and then and then maybe, just maybe, the warp system is kind of what's doing that. I think the warp system kind of takes away the exploration of the game in a way,
Understandable.
because you can warp to different parts of the map, and you did this in Breath of the Wild. Where you could warp to the towers, but there were far less towers, and there's way more warp. I don't know what they call them, warp statues in Echoes of Wisdom.
Yeah.
So I think it kind of takes away the exploration, because in Breath of the Wild and TOTK, you would warp to a tower, but you would have to travel a good distance to get where you're going, even from that tower. That doesn't happen here. It's very quick. It feels like you're speedrunning it without even trying to speedrun it. It's really weird.
Understandable.
Yeah, it's weird to me, but people love it. I guess is it a bad game? No, but I think people are saying they love it, or they believe they love it because it's Zelda.
Yeah. All right.
Understandable.
Fair
Yeah.
enough.
But those are my games for this past 2 weeks. Let's see here. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go with Dill here, and then we'll kind of do a little bit of bouncing around.
Cool.
Dill has some Sonic X Shadow Generations. This is the new for the Sonic world.
Yes, so it's kind of a new game. It's a remaster of the original Generations game, Sonic Generations, but with a twist. They added Shadow in there and then created an entire game for Shadow the Hedgehog, which in my mind is kind of a sequel, unofficial sequel to Shadow the Hedgehog the game, because it really heavily,
like the Sega one, like the OG Genesis one. What?
Yeah. It literally, it references everything from that first Shadow the Hedgehog game, and dives deeper into his lore and everything like that. The way I interpret it is that Sonic Generations is typical, Sonic having a good time and taking down the bad guy, having fun with his past self, in the game, and then Shadow's campaign is just him reliving his trauma and going through the pain of what he lost, and then facing his creator, basically. That's how I interpreted both campaigns. The Shadow the Hedgehog one segment, I think, was the best part of this new game that they made. The levels are really well done. Obviously, the way Generations works is that they take levels from previous games and then reimagine them into the new game. This
really?
New game. Yeah. And so Shadow's levels are based on a lot of previous games that they played that he's been in. So Sonic Adventures 2, obviously a big one. Sonic Heroes, I think, was another one, and I think Sonic 06 even had a few levels from his time in that game were showcasing this one, and they're really damn good. I felt very sad too because I don't know what to get into spoilers or anything like that for the game, but there's this moment as well where you're like, holy shit, are they actually making him relive this? And I was okay, well then here we go. But yeah, very good game. The levels play really well. The music, as usual, with it being a Sonic game, 10 out of 10. Music's always great with a Sonic game, no matter what. Shadow's music especially was really well done. Shadow also gets some new powers in this game as well, which I really badass and almost kind of pushing that kind of PG level kind of situation. I will say, it would make you, if this wasn't a Sonic game, you'd think it would be something maybe a 15 rated game. Honestly,
I just saw this clip here. Sorry if you got the audio for a second. I'm looking at the Green Hill Zone, and it looks fantastic.
It is. Green Hill Zone, it looks fantastic.
So what I've learned, because I watched a whole playthrough of this game. So it looks like they didn't really change too much with the original Sonic Generations game. You can definitely see you might not notice any touch-ups, but when you play Shadow, generations, you actually will see what a Sonic game would look like if it was like take Sonic Adventure 2 Battle mixed with maybe Unleashed or Generations with the whole like speed boost mechanic.
Yeah.
And then just use like the most updated technology, because some of the graphics and visuals for it are actually fucking stunning.
They are. And it's a good blend of like between the 2D angle and the 3D angle as well in the levels.
Yeah, and I will actually say, the shadow part of Generations, actually I would say this is very inspired by Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury.
Yeah,
why?
I agree with that.
Because Bowser's Fury was actually probably like the best 3D Mario's been since Mario 64 or Mario Galaxy. Whereas this Shadow Generations probably the best Sonic's been since good question.
Yeah. Sonic Adventure 2?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was just gonna ask you. So, okay, do I need to play Sonic Generations to enjoy this one, or are they basically the same product, just kind of revamped?
I would play the Sonic Generations first, then play Shadow, because there's a nice little like Easter egg in there as well, linking the games together. Because they do a good job of like showing that Sonic Generations and Shadow Generations happens at the exact same time, basically. Like
so
I'm
looking at the Sonic Generations collection, and it's 6 games. Is that correct? Is that the one? It says Sonic Generations collection.
Yeah, I wouldn't look at that. I would just do Sonic X Shadow Generations.
Yeah, just
that's the one I was looking at, but I'm trying to figure out what the first game was.
Just Sonic Generations.
Sonic Generations. That's
okay, because it took me to like some. Okay, this is one of those. You know how Steam does it, where they like pack them all together in one big thing.
Yeah, but no, it's just Sonic Generations. That's the first original game, and then Sonic X Shadow Generations is the revamped kind of like Sonic Generations with Shadow the Hedgehog now as part of it as well. And each campaign didn't take me too long. I sailed through both of them within like 5 hours. You know, but then if you add all the like additional stuff in the game, probably talking maybe like 15, 20 hours a piece for each like game.
Interesting. Okay. Crazy story. I was at the flea market not too long ago, and they had a copy of Sonic 06.
Oh shit, did they? How much was that for?
He wanted $11. Did I miss out by not purchasing Sonic 06 for $11?
You have to ask Morgan now. I think Morgan's played it.
I have to play it on Monday.
Oh shit!
I hear it's bad. I hear it's shit.
It's awful.
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very awful. So awful that someone in the community has actually dedicated their entire time to learning Unity to rebuild the entire game from scratch.
Okay, so it's that bad.
Yes.
I
might go back and see if I can find a copy of Sonic 06 at the flea market for $11.
Yeah.
Don't do it. What you do is emulating. Sega does not deserve any of your money for putting you through that.
No. They did it themselves to themselves.
What platforms was it on? I know it was on PS3 because that's what I found.
PS3, Xbox 360. I don't know if it was on the Wii.
No, not on the Wii.
No.
Because I actually enjoyed Sonic Unleashed on the Wii. But what's actually interesting is Sonic Unleashed is actually the levels, the game is entirely different from the version on the PS3.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yep. It's like I played the Wii version first, and I'm like, hey, this is cool. And then I played the PS3 version. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't recognize the damn thing.
Yeah.
Sonic 06. Let's see what you were released on. Basically, I cannot go see the Dolphins with this. So Xbox or 360 or PlayStation 3. There's got to be a way to do this. Okay.
But watch Sega do a like 180 and remake Sonic 06.
Yeah, because I heard he like falls in love with a human.
Oh, there's a whole cutscene about that.
A cutscene?
Uh-huh.
Are we getting into some like Howard the Duck shit with this? That's amazing.
Kinda.
He goes into the real world. Is it like Homer when he walks into like the real human world?
Yeah.
Morgan, tell me what. Okay, let me see. But she kissed his dead body.
Yep.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this game?
Necrophilia.
There's necrophilia in this?
Yeah.
Oh my god! I'm going against all your guys' wishes with this, and I'm paying $10.
Now I guess
That's my
we're
cap
gonna
for
encourage
this.
him. Yeah, break out
That's
your
my cap.
Xbox or your PS3, Eric. It's time to get Sonic 06 in.
Do it for them. I'm tempted to do this for
Do
like
it for
content.
memes.
I'm just tempted to do this for holiday content for the fucking channel.
Do it. I'll encourage it. Do it. Do
Yeah.
it.
Also, the game is very, very broken, and it's very, very clunky.
Yep.
And not to mention, the characters move very, very slow.
Has it got like tank controls? Okay.
I've seen
Anyway,
it, and people are just like, "Why do I glitch to the floor? Why do I glitch to that? Why is it almost impossible to beat this level normally?"
oh, this is good shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do about that. Maybe I'll just torture myself for
Oh,
some content for you guys. Okay. Anyway, go play the good Sonic. That is Sonic Shadow Generations Unleashed. Did I say that right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Go play the Sonic. Yeah, Sonic Shadow Generations. Go ahead and play that. Sounds like good stuff. $49.99 on Steam right now. And
I'll wait for a sale.
yeah, I'm assuming it's on the other, your PS4 and your PS5 and Xbox.
PS5, Xbox, and PC. I believe it's
Okay,
on. Yeah.
good. It's all on the standard things there.
And the Switch
then
as well.
it's on the Switch too? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Sonic Frontiers is on sale for $20. That's Sonic of the Wild, right?
That's also a fun game. I would say that's a fun game.
Okay. Sorry, brain. What? I can't even read that, Morgan. But I appreciate you clipping.
clipping.
I appreciate you clipping.
Just bring Kuman.
Okay. So that Sonic Dill's also got. What is Carry On?
Carry
Did
on.
we talk about this?
So when I was done with the Alan Wake 2 game, I had one stream left where on Halloween itself, where I was like, what do I play in one stream? What can I beat in one stream? And I looked at my backlog, and I looked at Steam, and saw on my backlog, there was a game that I put there back in 2020 called Carry On. And luckily, when I went on Steam, Carry On was like less than $5. So I was like, all right, I'll bet it is and see what it is. So GB just put Carry On My Wayward Son. Funnily enough, one of the achievements in this game actually says Carry On My Wayward Son.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I saw that and I immediately laughed my ass off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me that Randy Marsh.
Yeah. So Carry On basically is a short game where what if you were the monster, basically. Like, what if you were the monster that was trying to break out of the facility and unleash yourself upon the human race? Yes. So you start out as this this morphic kind of like the Thing, kind of like a morphic kind of like Thing creature that like has no form itself but consumes everything and everyone in sight, pretty much. And your goal is to basically go through all the different levels, consume more material, anything in your way, power yourself up more until you are able to break free from the facility, pretty much. That has locked you away,
Okay.
Yes.
And
like
it looks like a Metroidvania, but it's not.
it kind of it's Metroidvania style levels mixed in with just like raw being able to fling yourself around everything and everywhere, pretty much. You can die in it, obviously. Then you're saving. You have to there are manual save points. There is no auto saves. So you have to go to the certain checkpoints that you create yourself and have to save, basically. There's a little bit of lore as well behind the creature and its origin in the game too. And then I beat it in 5 hours. Didn't take me long. It's not a long game. But I had a lot of fun with it.
Very, very positive up on Steam.
Yeah.
It is on sale for $5 right now during the Steam sale, whatever they got going on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this actually looks really, really cool. We're gonna add this to the wish list. Give me all your Metroidvanias, people. I am hooked on Hollow Knight. I am hooked on Ori. Give me all your Metroidvania games.
Add more to the Chateau Lunch.
And your beat 'em ups. Give me your side scroller beat 'em ups too. I for whatever reason I started playing like Streets of Rage on the Genesis, like on the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
The old school Genesis, and I'm like, I don't know why I love these beat 'em up games so much. Give me your beat 'em ups, give me your Metroidvanias. I will take them. Give me all of them. Okay. This is going on the wish list. Add to your wish list. All right, that is Carry On. $4.99 on Steam on sale right now. And okay, we got some Alan Wake 2 DLC coming from Dill. Dill's really into Alan Wake.
He's a believer. Is a game. Yes.
He's a believer.
So once I learned that there was DLC content for Alan Wake 2, I was like immediately sold. And so I only paid an extra like $8, and I got the deluxe edition where I got to access both DLCs. Both of them were like 3 hours a piece with like how long I'm going to beat. The first one is kind of like a Twilight Zone-esque kind of like a DLC where it's called Night Springs, which is kind of like Alan Wake Universe's version of Twilight Zone, where you play as 3 different characters from 2 of them from the Alan Wake game itself, and then 1 from the previous game Remedy made called Control. Like, she comes into the fore as a character. Yeah.
They officially tied him. Okay.
And they all have different factions of, like, of a topic where, like, the first one's about fandoms and, basically being a fanatic for someone. The second one's about, the second one is about addiction in a way, but it's more, it revolves it around coffee. Well, like, what if the coffee apocalypse happens, basically? Where, like, the entire world is taken over by coffee, pretty much. And then the third one, which to me was the most interesting one, was a multiversal kind of episode where, like, what if, like, you are an actor who is playing a role, but what if in another universe that role that you play as is actually a real version of you who is, like, fighting against, like, this evil multiversal enemy? And it traverses through different levels of, like, gameplay, where it goes from normal to, like, black and white gameplay to a full comic strip, like an actual comic strip in the game, to, like, a retro arcade-style game where you have to, like, beat endless amounts of enemies, like, on 2D format, to, the old-school classic, like, text-based games where you have to enter something in order to get an answer. It turned into that into the end. Like, and it was all cool. And it all led back to the same conclusion with, like, the same girl, like, the same villain in the end, which is pretty cool.
So that's so wild.
It was. So that was Night Springs. And then the Lake House was kind of like a little prequel into before the events of Alan Wake 2, where you go into this government facility that's, like, being kind of, like, taken over by these like rich arseholes, basically, who are trying to get their own kind of, like, bare end out of the dark presence, basically, the entity that, like, everyone's trying to take control of. And they do it by, like, torturing, basically, the different artists as well that, like, were in the previous Alan Wake game that they've now brought into Alan Wake 2, and then they've been, like, used pretty much to, like, try and access the power of the dark presence, pretty much. And that was a pretty cool little thing. That was, like, like a short 3-hour segment. You play as an agent that you meet in the Alan Wake 2 game, and then her job basically is to shut this shit down and, like, stop it once and for all, because it's, like, gonna rip apart the entirety, like, the hole in the fabric of reality, pretty much.
I love the Alan Wake stuff. Do I have to play Control before Alan Wake 2?
I don't remember. You don't. No.
Okay.
No. You can
Okay.
play Alan Wake 1 and Alan Wake 2. If you do want to play Control after playing the DLC content of the character that like is in that, you can. I think I might actually do that just to kind of like learn more about Control and learn about the character, because it's somewhat intrigued me, like her little power that she has.
They're like all tied in some way, shape, or form. But Alan
They're
Wake
all in
is
the
good
same
stuff.
universe, yeah.
Yeah, go play Alan Wake. Alan Wake is really good stuff.
Yeah.
That is Night Springs and the Lake House DLCs.
Yes.
We're gonna come back to the last game in a minute here, but Zenith has played some new Mario Party. We got Mario Party Jamboree.
Yeah.
I have the case on my desk with me. Give me a second.
He loves the game so much, he has it on his desk.
Well, I also have Echoes of Wisdom on here.
Nice.
But, so like when they announced this, it was a bit of a surprise when they showed this in the Nintendo Direct. I mean, it was a bit of a surprise, but I was also like, I'm not terribly excited. I'm not terribly underwhelmed either. I'm just whelmed. But after giving it a try, the mini games are fun. The boards are really cool. Plenty of options. Aside from like a couple of lackluster mini games, it's actually probably as advertised. They said it's the biggest Mario Party yet, and honestly, it is.
Yeah, good.
There's lots of things. I tried some of the online things. I mean, I tried to do the online. What is it? Actually, I tried it local. I tried to do the battle royale kind of mode, where it's you versus 15 other players. I tried it with Morgan and we had like 14 CPUs. It was interesting, just not what I expected. So, but I'm gonna have to try online against other players. But unfortunately, I have to do that one alone instead of with a friend, which kind of sucks. But it's been a good time. The only thing is when I stream it, because of Tangia, I literally can't see half of the minigames because the shit that just covers my screen, I just lose. Like, I hope it was worth it, guys. Thanks.
Does
to
it do anything
$5.
new? Does it bring anything new to Mario Party, or is it just new maps and?
So it's got 5 new maps, and it also remakes 2 older ones. So it brings back the Rainbow Castle from Mario Party 1. And then it also brings back Western Land from Mario Party 2. But the new thing that they add is, aside from like new characters, is they have some new items. Some of the boards are really cool. I love the mall one. That one's a fun one. There's a lot more interactivity with a lot of the boards.
Okay.
But, the big thing that added was sometimes around every few turns, one of the other playable characters will actually drop on the board. Oh, yeah. So if you manage to get to them within like 3 turns, first they give you money, and then you have to do this really, really long minigame that's actually specific to which character it is. And then you try and solve the minigame. It takes you like 2-3 minutes, I swear to God. But when you get it, they get to follow you for about 3 turns. So when you have like a character, each character has their own specific thing. For example, Luigi will try and help you roll a higher dice roll, whereas Wario allows you to get coins at the start of every turn, where Waluigi gets to steal coins from another player. If you land on a space, you'll actually get the effects twice. You can buy 2 items from the store instead of 1. And if you go to a star, if you have enough coins, you can actually buy 2 stars instead of 1.
That explains something, because I did play Jamboree when I went to my cousin's place, and I got Bowser Jr. and I actually won him. And then his power was that if you could place a marker on one of the spaces, and then if someone lands on that, half of their money goes to you. Pretty much.
Now, Davey had Luigi, and she got 3 stars in 1 turn. It sucked.
Yeah,
it's fun. And the online also seems to work better.
Oh, does it? Oh, good. They
Yeah.
fixed that part, huh? They Pal bought the one or I don't remember if I gave it to her as a gift or whatever. But either way, Pal got the one that has like the collection of maps from all the previous games.
Superstar.
Mario Party Superstars.
The Superstars, yeah, and that was fun. I had never played
Yeah.
Mario Party up until that point, and that was fun.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What's your favorite Mario Party?
2.
That's
For the
N64?
N64.
okay.
Yeah, I have wonderful memories playing that as a kid.
Mario Party 2. Okay, let's see if we can. Oh,
Yeah. It's on Nintendo Online actually.
Oh, okay. They put those up there. Do you have the 64 like online pack?
I don't, but I Nintendo didn't.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah,
Have you seen? Speaking of N64, have you seen the analog 3D?
No.
Oh, sir.
Ooh.
So I don't break the Discord. Go look up the analog 3D.
Analog 3D.
ANALOGUE.
Oh my god. Analog 3D. Oh. Battle of every original N64 game ever made. Wow.
Oh.
So if you don't know who Analog are, Analog is this company where they use FPGA, which is basically hardware-based emulation, not software, hardware-based emulation. It's a board and then it can emulate hardware. So what these guys do is they take these FPGA boards and they basically replicate the original hardware to about as accurate as possible. But they add, modern features like HDMI out, digital out, etc. Upscaling. And what they do is every now and then they will reissue a system with an FPGA board that replicates the original system to about as accurate as it possibly can be. They are very, very desired. They sell out very, very quick. And the Analog 3D is the latest in the...
Ooh. $250.
$250, which realistically is not that much different from the original cost of the N64. But the features on this thing, let me pull it up real quick. This is awesome. 100%
Built-in-
compatibility.
Yep. Wi-Fi. Holy shit, that's Wi-Fi.
It's got Wi-Fi built in, so you can do internet play.
Mm-hmm.
And it has its own built-in OS, like 3D OS, and you can do like CRT filters and stuff on your HD TV.
That's cool.
Very fascinating.
And I think it
Comes with an SD card pre-installed already as well.
Yeah, built-in expansion pack, built-in memory pack, built Bluetooth for controllers, 4-player support, has the original N64 controller outlets for the controllers, has USBs, and it's powered by USB-C.
Good.
But I think this bad boy can also capture footage to the SD card. So like if you're playing the game, it'll record the footage to an SD card while you're playing.
That's cool.
For your for your content or whatever. But the other cool thing is, if you didn't notice, the controller, I'm sure you guys have heard of 8BitDo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. 8BitDo has made a specific controller for this system.
Okay. So
And
not the OG N64 controller we have to like do.
Yeah,
this.
it's not the Trident controller. This is like It looks like a standard controller pad, but it has the N64 layout and the thumbstick is on the left-hand side.
Cool.
The controller is separate. So if you want like an N64 controller that isn't ass, you can buy the 8BitDo controller separate and it's Bluetooth. I figured that would tickle your fancy, Zenith.
Well, thank you for recommending that.
But yeah, beautiful pieces of hardware. They do tend to sell out and they do kind of end up on the secondary market, which sucks in a way, but they're fantastic machines. Like they are grails. If you are like one of those retro people and you are a true retro where you want to play it to the most accurate way possible, Analog is your company. They make systems for a very specific breed of people.
Oh, they made a Sega Genesis one as well.
They've made an SNES, an NES, a Genesis, and a TurboGrafx.
Damn. I think you were talking about that you wanted the analog pocket at one point, didn't you, Eric?
I actually had the Pocket ordered.
Yeah.
The Pocket was cool because it was basically an FPGA handheld, and they sold different adapters for the different cartridges. So if you wanted to play Game Gear, you buy a Game Gear adapter. If you want to buy, if you wanted to play Turbo, you could buy a Turbo adapter. And then it plugs into the cartridge slot of the analog, and then you can play all those games. It was basically it was basically an all-in-one system for handheld. The Pocket was cool, but it was heavily delayed, and then the Steam Deck came out, and I'm like, I'm just going to get a Steam Deck.
Yeah.
I might jump on an analog Pocket one of these days just to have.
I'm trying to find the price for the analog pocket. There it is, $220.
$220, which sounds kind of high, but for what it is, but it's actually a pretty amazing system.
I mean, if it comes with all the adapters as well, that's pretty good.
It does not come with the adapters. The adapters are separate.
Oh,
but
you bashing.
But it has an OS, and someone already figured out how to do the OS to do the Nintendon'ts. So all you need is an SD card.
I've seen a device that someone has made where you can literally plug it into your computer. It's a cartridge slot thing where you plug it in, you load the software, and you can actually play the game from the actual plugin.
Oh, you're talking about the Game Boy one, right? Like the Game Boy Advance one? Like it's a little...
I'm trying to remember the name of it.
It's like a cartridge reader, I think. But
it's a cartridge reader, yeah. And you can actually code games on it as well.
But yeah, Analog. If you like retro, check out Analog. Cool stuff coming out of that camp. All right, so I got a smudge on my glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Here.
It's the GB operator from Epilogue.
Yes, that's the one.
Yes.
Cool stuff. So now that I get the smudge off my glasses, sorry if I bumped the mic. Okay, now we got the glasses cleaned up here. All right. What'd I miss?
Would we be able to do a brick soon? Because I've been holding this pee for a good half hour.
He needs to enter the tank.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cash in a break here. This is Good Friends, Good Games, and we'll be right back.
Good friends, good piss out.
Time to piss out.
All right, it is Good Friends, Good Games. We're back. Don't order a pizza 3 minutes before closing, guys. It's just not kosher.
This is what we've learned today.
Yeah, Ballsack Pizza. That's the title of this podcast.
Pizza ain't nice. You're going to get an extra topping that you didn't ask for.
Everyone.
Oh my God, you're still on
that. Ain't crust. That's butt crust.
The butt crust and the butt fluff.
They stick the pizza crust between their ass cheeks.
Oh,
pizza, pasta, put in a box.
We're literally going to put Damie off from eating that pizza now. She's going to feel like, I don't want it anymore.
If you literally want pizza on your cock and salsa on your balls,
pizza on the cock.
Order it 3 minutes before it closes.
Demi's telling us to go fuck ourselves. I don't really give a... you know what? I like Demi's style.
I love... You just see what's just posted in chat?
I love me.
Good.
That's what she said. Anyway.
I fucking love Demi. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I love Demi.
Yeah.
Demi's got
Demi's
this
fucking great.
Demi reminds me of like young Eric.
Also, her name is Demi, not Demi, by the way.
Demi.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I love fucking Demi because she's literally young Eric. Like she has the young Eric personality. Like when I was in my 20s, I had this no fucks given attitude. You know, like it's like you don't like what I said, go fuck yourself.
I hear that on a daily basis from her, so it's fine.
Oh my God.
I just annoy my friends, that's all I do.
I remember one time I pissed off one of those like Bible giving out people like at the college. This was when I was young. I was like maybe 19, 20, right? And the guy's like handing out all these, you know, the Bibles and stuff and the pamphlets in front of the college. And he tried to hand me one. I said, that shit's fake. Leave me alone. And that dude just straight up went off. Like I fucking blew a fuse. He blew a fuse, dude. I was like, that shit's fake. Leave me alone. He blew a fucking fuse.
Yeah, it was like Counter-Strike and just like bomb has been planted.
Oh yeah, dude. He got he screamed back at me. He's like, wait, you get back over here. And I turned around, like all like not giving a shit. And I turned around. And I was like, yes. And he's like, so what do you believe? He's like, you believe we came from monkeys and shit? And I said, yes. And then I left.
Eric just like puffs on a cigarette and just blows smoke in his face. He's like, nah, get out of here.
I used to do that shit too. These people would be like, oh my God, you need to stop smoking. It's bad for you. I'm like, no shit. Like, I just did not care. I'm honestly surprised I didn't get any fights when I was like, I'm surprised no one beat me up in a bar or something back in those days.
Oh, I'm sure you just like, you did that and you just walked away. And then they were like,
I remember we were in an Uber on the way back from in Long Beach, California. You guys were drunk as fuck.
Oh no, Nixie. What did I say?
You were talking about some of the narcotics you were getting into.
Oh
Full
God.
on discussing it while the Uber driver is just listening. And I'm sitting in the front seat, sober as fuck, trying to get over this stomach flu, and I'm just like, you guys should not be discussing this in an Uber.
I mean, the only thing I discovered by Uber drivers was like, what's the best kind of tequila? Really?
Yeah,
That's
I was
all
like, I am
about
learning so much about these people I've met. Well, I've met Nixie in person, but like Eric, I've known you for like a day. Dude, what the fuck?
I mean, I don't know. When I first met Eric, he didn't talk about any of that shit to me.
No, because he didn't have alcohol in his system.
That's true.
That's true.
I've never met drunk Eric before. I have not.
No, that's not true. I stumbled in onto the hotel one of the nights.
Yeah, but you passed out as soon as you stumbled into the hotel.
That was, I think, the night I got in the Uber with Zenith.
Yeah. Like, I'm trying to make sure you guys didn't walk into traffic.
I remember. I vaguely remember. This. I said, oh shit, this lady's got tamales. And I pointed across the street, and Nixie was like, what's a tamale? And I explained to her what a tamale was, and Nixie was drunk too. And she's like, oh my God, I'm going to go get one. And she just runs into the street.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm like, guys, you're going to get fucking killed. And that's my ride home.
I really told him the narcotics story, the Uber driver.
Oh yeah, you were talking about the things that you guys did back in the day, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, Nixie also passed out like right away, and I'm just sitting here. I'm just like, but I haven't had food all day. I just want to go to bed. I'm exhausted.
I'm not okay. So I don't condone any of this behavior now. Okay. I'm a very different person, right? I don't condone much of this behavior anymore, but one time, and it was bad, guys. I'm going to admit, this is full disclosure. It was bad. I really had a no fucks given attitude about this stuff. It was bad. 2017. Yeah. About 7 years ago, give or take. One time I went out bar hopping, right? And I had so much to drink that I lost an hour and a half of time.
Oh, that's not good.
Legit fucking time, right? I remember last call, hour and a half's kind of long, maybe 45 minutes to an hour. I lost, right? I do not recall any of it. I remember last call, having a drink, and then sobering up at a Norm's, which is like a Denny's, and I had a turkey club sandwich in front of me, and I was like, this is the best night of my life. I sobered up, and there was a sandwich in front of me. And I was telling my roommate at the time, I was like, I don't remember shit. What happened? I was like, did we pay the guy? I was like, did we even pay the guy? And she's like, oh yeah, I gave him a $60 tip. And the first words out of my mouth were like, what the fuck? Why? And she was like, dude, you had a $150 tab.
Oh.
And I was like, oh.
Oh God.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was like, okay, fine. And then she's like, on top of that, I gave him extra because he was putting up with your stupid ass.
That's fair.
And I was like, that's fair. But yeah, that one was wild. That was one of the ones that always sticks in my head. I do not remember what happened for about an hour. I do not remember paying the tab. I do not remember getting to the restaurant.
Yeah. It's kind of like one of those moments where that like turns you off from drinking when you're like out.
Oh no,
Like-
that did the opposite.
Oh, never mind.
Never mind. Eric was a
Oh,
different
man.
breed back then. Like
Yeah.
Eric's a different breed. Then there was New Year's.
Oh god,
Year's was a wild one, too.
Jesus. Yeah. I once I think it was like 7 or 8 years ago. For New Year's, I went out with my mates, and our goal was simple. We got the last tram into town. We went partying all night, drinking and just dancing with everyone and stuff like that. And then we waited until I think 7 in the morning for the next tram back home, and we just did it on all night basically. Yeah, I got home at like 9:30 in the morning.
Damn, dude.
Mhm.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good time. I miss being young. It was a perfect moment in time. And I think everyone has one of these like moments and times in their life. At least I'd like to think people do. But it was that perfect moment in time where I was living down the street from all the bars. All my friends were working in the bars. So like I drank cheap, sometimes didn't pay at
God.
all.
Mm.
And all my friends were there. Like I always had a friend in a bar at a time. So like I would go down, hang out with my friends, have a good time. I saw amazing like bar bands at the time that became famous at some point. And like it was just this little pocket of moment in time that was just like perfect and fun, and I had a blast. Was it healthy? No, not by any means. But it just like the memories I do have from that were a lot of fun. And, excuse me. And I think about it a lot where I was like, do I want to go back to that place? Like, would I ever want to live back in that neighborhood again? And then I sat and I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? Because of those moments, like everything was perfect at that given time. It just wouldn't work now. Like I'm older. Most of my friends have moved on. They don't work in the bars anymore, or they don't work at a bar anymore. They work in a restaurant doing it or whatever. And, you know, they have kids and all that kind of stuff. And they just have lives now, right?
Yeah.
So like that perfect moment in time is now gone and can never be recreated. And that's why I kind of like, yes, be responsible. I do tote being responsible with like the decisions you make in life and stuff, and try to be healthy and, you know, take care of yourself or whatever. But I'm also a big believer in living in that moment you're in, because you may never get it again. And that is a perfect example. The venture with Zenith in the middle of downtown Long Beach or whatever, not safe at all.
No.
Not safe, not healthy by any means whatsoever. But I shared a moment with one of my favorite people at that moment in time. And I met a new favorite person in that moment in time. And that is something I will never get back. And I'm glad it turned out the way it did.
It worked out.
It worked out.
Like, because I was struggling with the stomach flu, which I've mentioned before. But I couldn't. So the thing is, I spent a lot of the time trying to look for you know, friends that I was familiar with, and that was at like one of my earliest moments from Twitch, like I think like the first year, and I didn't really know much of anyone. Like Nixie was my roommate. We stayed at the Airbnb. I slept on like a little fucking bench thing, and she had like the whole bed. And I didn't really know much people, so I spent most of the time, you know, like if I wasn't by myself and just like dreading walking around with my upset stomach, I was like, hanging out with Nixie, and usually she'd be like running into you, hanging out with you, and that's how I got to meet Eric. Because like I already knew Eric from Nixie's chats. Like I've seen you plenty around a lot, just didn't really get to interact with you much. And then after that, you know, that's when at TwitchCon is usually when Eric and I would, you know, make plans like, hey, let's go out for lunch one of the days.
Right.
And then after that, you know, now we're here.
Yeah, it's crazy how it's crazy. I know we're not talking about video games right now, but it is crazy how life works, where it's like if that moment did not happen, there might not have been a Zenith, there might not have been a Morgan, there might not have been any of you, in my life, and that is I'm talking about the chat.
Yeah.
You know, there would be no Damie, there would be no,
No ball
any
sack
of them.
pizza.
No ball sack pizza, and it's one of those crazy things. Like, life works out weird, dude. But like,
Yep.
there was a lot of wild times back then. Those early fucking Twitch days were nuts.
They were.
Mm-hmm.
You would be I couldn't believe it. I thought I was the troublemaker, right, in this whole community, until like you get a bunch of nerds who you think are just nerds that hang out in their own fucking rooms and play video games all day, until you let them loose in the streets of Long Beach, San Diego, whatever, when alcohol's involved. That shit gets wild.
Yep.
There was literally dudes wearing like Fortnite t-shirts, Pokemon t-shirts, or whatever, passed out on the street in San Diego, too
Nice.
drunk to get up. And I'm just like, what the fuck am I in?
Yep.
But wild times, dude. Wild times. I never forget them. But yeah, the whole point of this whole story is live in the moment. Like, I think we're prepped way too much to prepare for our futures, that we let the times that we're in fucking pass us by. And I'm not for it. Go live in the moment, people. Have fun. Enjoy life. Because I think my philosophy about life and like where we go when we're dying, I just don't want to die with any regrets. I don't want to leave this earth having regrets on my chest. And
That's fair.
That's the last thing I want for myself, and I would hope you would want for any of you guys. Like, go do the shit you want to do. Anyway, speaking of dead, Zenith and Dill went and did some Resident Evil 5 together.
Yep.
Apparently this game's
we're
shit.
friends outside of the podcast. Who knew,
Yeah,
right?
apparently this game is shit. You bonded over a
Well,
shit game, huh?
So the first half wasn't shit. The first half was actually pretty decent.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the second half where we were just like, what the fuck? Pretty much.
Yeah. So, the very first stream of it, like, I honestly didn't want stream to end, but also I think we had like a bit of a, no, I don't think we had like a cutoff time, but like it was also like we have a time difference.
Yeah.
And I wanted to just like try and save some more for another time, but because going into the stream, I wasn't sure if we were going to do a second stream of it, but I had so much fun with the first half of the game. The thing is, though, little Munchkin in chat told us that, like, oh, you should be able to finish it. You're halfway.
Munchkin is Morgan, by the way.
We were definitely not halfway.
No, we were like 45% of the way.
No, felt more like third of the way in.
No, it was like 40-45% of the way through. Nothing.
No, but like we get to the part because I wanted to punch a boulder as Chris Redfield, and I didn't get to punch a boulder because one of the biggest things that was really starting to wear down on the experience was we came across a boss called Ouroboros. And it had a bug, a nasty bug that made it where it was actually impossible to beat because you wouldn't do any damage to it.
Yeah.
So, and you want to know what the solution was, Eric?
What's the solution?
You had to turn on VSync. You had to cap both parties have to cap their frames per second to 30. And also and because that, like, it was because if it's running at a faster frame rate, the game wouldn't be able to register the amount of damage from using the flamethrower, so you would actually do 0 damage. So we'd burn through all our ammo, and the fire wouldn't do anything unless we were both had VSync on. And we're playing at 30 FPS.
Wait. Is this a glitch, or is this literally like some psycho mantis plug the controller into the second?
It's a glitch.
It's a full-on glitch.
We went on Steam, and one of the first things was saying, like, why can't I defeat this? Why is this boss unbeatable? And that is why.
Yeah.
So, Dill, what did you do?
So I said, fuck this shit. I sold a bunch of things. I bought a rocket launcher, which is basically a one-hit kill in Resident Evil 5, and just put it with a hot rocket launcher, and it died instantly. After over an hour on the boss as well.
Yeah. We attempted that like 6 times, Eric.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You know, like 6 times if you're playing by yourself is fine if you're playing offline, but like
So-
in a stream, when it was
Well-
just not fun, man.
So how did you guys stumble on this? Like, was some of you just like, did you just
It
give up and you're like,
was-
fuck it, I'm gonna look up the Reddit and see what the shit is?
Literally, it was that. Like we did it like 3 or 4 times, and I'm like, there's something wrong here because we're doing damage, and yet the boss isn't showing its weak points, and nothing's happening. And I was noticing that the only time it would show its weak points when we threw a fire grenade, a flame grenade. That's it. So I had
Yep.
to look it up. And it turns out, yeah, it's literally bugged where like the only thing that could make its weak points appear was an incendiary grenade or a grenade launcher. But then I tried the grenade launcher and that didn't fucking work. So incendiary grenades were the only way you can make it appear from the looks of
Yep.
it.
Only fire.
Yeah.
That's so weird. What a
Yeah.
weird fucking
Yeah.
glitch.
Oh, that
Yeah.
wasn't the only glitch that we encountered.
No.
Because like at the end, Dill and I, we were just like barely hanging in there. It's like, dude, I'm so fucking dead. We're like
Yeah.
2 or 3 chapters away. We were like about to enter the final sub chapter of the entire game after we beat the shit out of Wesker. So we had a QTE experience, cutscene that I
Yeah.
accidentally fucked up on a couple times. Sorry about that.
On
Sorry, my bad.
purpose.
And so I successfully did one of the QTEs properly, but suddenly it said that Dill had died.
Yeah.
So our session bugged down, and I'm like trying to figure out exactly what the hell's going on here. But we just reloaded. It's like, all right, so let's get into it. But it loaded us back to the Wesker fight all over again when Dill and I already died to that fight like 5 times.
Yeah.
So
And it took me having to like, we had to basically get 3 separate rocket launcher ammo and fire at him 3 times. Not just like fire at him 3 times. He had to be distracted and then fired at him 3 times in order for us to like beat that fight. And that took us
Yeah.
like 5 or 6 attempts.
What
and then
a
I
weird-
did my little
Yeah.
bit that I've done quite a few times on my channel, and I just showed the end screen.
Yeah.
The end.
Yes.
And everyone was
So,
like, 10
Yeah.
out of 10. And then I showed them the gif of Chris Redfield punching a boulder.
hmm
So-
punched a bull. I excuse me. I actually own this.
Yeah.
Is it more than was it 2-player co-op only, or could you do 3-player?
You can do 2-player only, I think, and that's
Oh
it.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the co-op part was fun,
It was.
but besides for the glitches completely killing our soul and the fact that the game was taking a big old nosedive in quality at the end, because like, first of all, it's Resident Evil 5 is not scary at all.
It's the action one, right? Like it takes like
It's-
what
yeah,
they did in
yeah.
4 to like whole like Schwarzenegger level of action, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just given so much bullets and ammo, and it's not about survival. It's about just pumping everything full of bullets.
Just a complete
Apparently-
180.
And apparently RE6 is more the same.
Oh, yeah.
That's why Dylan are going to play RE6 co-op sometime.
Because at least
Yeah.
RE6 isn't bugged, hopefully.
We haven't learned our lesson.
No.
Nice. Like I said, guys, it's about living in the moment. You know it's bad, but you're
Yes.
gonna go do it anyway just to
Gonna
see the
do it
moment
anyway.
comes out of
Why
Are
it.
we
not?
going to get drunk and run into the streets after
Oh.
tamales?
I had vodka down here. We can do a shot every single time he says something like, come on.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
There you go. I should do it with Final Fantasy 16. Sick of Torgal. just get plastered.
I need to play that still, actually.
Yeah,
Final
remember
Fantasy
when I
16.
said that I'm sick and tired of all these JRPGs doing the exact same voice lines?
Oh,
FF16 has it too.
I had
Yeah.
that in Sonic as well because Sonic Generations had that over and over, especially in the final boss fight. The characters were like, you know, encouraging Sonic, but they were saying the same thing over and over and over. I'm like, shut up! I'm trying to concentrate.
Seriously, right? You just want to put the shit
Yeah.
on mute?
Yes. At least with Shadow, they didn't do that at all. Like Shadow just like, you know, did his thing. Done.
Well,
Yeah.
that is Resident Evil 5 co-op. Sounds like you guys had a blast.
Yeah.
It was,
It was fun.
it was fun.
It was fun.
It's just for the last like 2 hours, Dill and I were just like,
End it.
fuck.
End the suffering. Squash through the boulder already.
Mm-hmm.
That is Resident Evil 5. If you want to go and torture yourselves like these two gentlemen did, it's $4.99 on Steam right now. Go. I mean, what'll $5 get you nowadays, right? You can get Resident Evil 5 or a cheeseburger. So,
I mean, as I said, if you are going to do Resident Evil 5, when you get to the Ouroboros fight, use the rocket launcher. Don't mess around with anything else. Just use the rocket launcher. Save it for that moment.
Does it?
And then
is the glitch on single player too?
Probably.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh no.
And they haven't patched it yet.
No,
Oh,
I don't think
God.
they ever will, unless they remake the game.
They'll just remake the game. They ain't gonna patch it. There ain't no
Won't
money in
surprise me.
this. That is Resident Evil 5. All right, gentlemen. So we are on episode 50,
Yes.
and I think we should take a moment, take some time here, and let's go back and let's look back on these 50 episodes that we have done together. Zenith's been through all of them. Dill came in episode 3.
Free.
Mhm.
So we've all been here for a good chunk of everything. What are some of your favorite moments that we've had on this pod?
When you guys go and let me use the washroom.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Okay. Okay.
When I
What
go
makes
eat-
that what makes those moments memorable for you? What makes that the most memorable thing about this pod? Now you got to
Yeah.
answer it. You tried to be funny.
Sweet,
Now
sweet release of my bowels. It's like, thank God I'm no longer a prisoner.
Oh, so
I'm
you shit every time you
free.
go on break.
No, I have to pee this time. But
Mhm.
but if I may say, one of my absolute favorite moments was definitely the time where I was subjected to doing Farmer Zen Week. And then you guys, and then we had a podcast in the middle of Farmer Zen Week, and you guys wore your farmer outfits with me,
Oh, yes.
and we got to
Of
yeehaw
course.
together.
Yeah, if you guys were there for that episode, I forget which one Farmer Zen is, but off the top of my head. But if you were there for that episode, Zen had to do Farmer Zen Week, and to support Zen in his endeavors, we all came dressed as farmers. I came as the Hispanic farmer with the baseball cap for whatever baseball team. I think it was an Angels baseball cap and the flannel, and then Zenith had the whole farmer garb with the straw hat, and I was summoned again.
I was summoned.
Farmer
Zen
Zenith
band
has
in
joined
free-
us in the chat. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That
Was.
was a damn good one.
Yes. I mean, I did see Farmer Zen TwitchCon technically because they had Farming Simulator booth there, and Zen was on a poster.
Zenith banned Farmer Zen. Now he's gonna unban and remove the ban.
Shit, don't.
He's an okay guy. We'll let him stay.
Oh,
He's
we'll
an
let
okay
Farmer
guy.
Zen
It's fine.
Stay.
Next time
He's
I'll do an
looking-
IP ban.
He's
He's
looking for the
an
Farming
IP
Simulator 2024 or whatever.
You
it is.
imagine if like Twitch goes to the logs and they're like looking at us stuff like, let's see who the real troublemakers of the site are. It's just Farmer Zen.
Yes.
What the fuck is this guy?
Scooby Doo unveil.
Second ban this week. Yeah. How about you, Dill? You got anything memorable to share?
I mean, you guys making my adventure to getting the collector's edition of Spider-Man 2 into a full like freaking Lord of the Rings style adventure was pretty funny. Not
No.
gonna lie.
It was not Lord of the
Overhill and
Rings.
Underhill.
It was a little golden book story for the children out there. Dill, a Dill and back in adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, which my statue is still there. It's still hiding in the background.
What is it? The
Yeah.
14 inches of 14 inches of
19.
meadow? 19 inches of meadow. Which funny enough, that is still I think my favorite Photoshop cover I did
Yeah.
with the Dill carrying the Spider-Man 2 box.
Oh yeah.
Across a field.
It was heavy though, that box. I will say it was like I had to like carry it with both hands up multiple hills, and it took me about an hour to get back home with it.
Multiple hills.
That actually reminds me, I had to do something similar when I found Rock Band 2 for the Nintendo Wii.
Holy shit,
And I
that's a
just
throwback.
And I carried it the whole way home in the middle of summer. I had this big box. My girlfriend was trying to call my phone at the time, so I put down the box. I'm like, I can't talk right now. I got a big box in my hands.
Yeah.
Some of the other ones up here. We'll get our memories flowing here. Some of my favorite ones. When Leshki announced her baby was on the way on this show.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
Lesky announced that she had her and Tom had a baby on the way.
Mhm.
So, and she's doing really well. She's doing motherhood. I think they're moving to Florida pretty soon.
Nice.
Yeah, they're leaving New York and heading to Florida, and she's being a mom. One of the other ones when Everest joined, and I think this was the first episode Everest had, where the cat was on the cat tree,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then the
It fell
cat
off.
just like fell off the cat tree,
Boom.
just like thump. And like Everest was talking or something, and we're all just like watching the cat in the background. Just
From
that was a good one. Everest had her Grand Theft Auto moment where the screen like glitched out on her or
Oh,
whatever, and it
yeah.
totally
Oh,
looked
yeah,
like
that's a
into
good-
the
this
death
is another
mode
good one.
screen.
it totally looked like the black and white like wasted thing.
Yep.
That one was good.
Oh, I definitely really enjoyed where we reacted to video game music. That
Yes,
was
yeah.
cool.
that's one of my favorite episodes. That was a hard one to edit. That was a lot of editing, like putting all those tracks in and stuff. That was a lot of editing, but that was I think one of our better episodes where we just sat and listened to all this music. There was the how about when we did the react to the Mario trailer?
Oh, I wasn't there for that.
I think that was Zenith, me, Pow, and Morgan. I think we did the react to the
Yep.
trailer. Yeah. Where were you, Dill?
I think I was at work.
Actually, we
Did
did
you-
it at night. Dill was in bed.
Oh yeah,
man.
I was asleep.
Well,
So it was,
that's
like,
your that's
time
your
Yeah,
difference.
because I remember doing it at like 9:30 or 10.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
your
that's
own
like
fault.
2:30 in the morning for me.
Man, you're young. You could have done it.
I had work.
You're young. You could have done it.
Shut up.
Did you just not hear my whole story about how like I would end up plastered and work at Target the next day?
I mean, I'm more sensible than you are.
You guys ever like those times where you like go to the club or whatever, and then you like go to work the next morning with the club bracelet on?
I've never done that.
You
No,
never done that one?
no.
Damn, dude, you haven't lived.
I mean, the only time that I've like stayed up all night and gone to like anything was that like I think I stayed up all night for like an anniversary stream that I was watching, and then I went to class, barely staying awake, and then I went home and I stayed awake for the entirety of the day, and then played, and I even streamed on the same day.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a podcast where we went on break, then when you came back, Dill and I were wearing the exact same shirt?
Oh yes, we planned that. We planned that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we planned that. Me and Zen were just like, "Hey, I've got a checkered shirt. You've got a checkered shirt. How about we change our shirts and see if Erik notices?"
Okay,
Yeah.
so I have to go clean out the archive. Like I have to clean out all the archive and clean out all the raw footage from the server and stuff. But I've been cutting all the break segments and bouncing the break segments so we have them. So
Mhm.
if I catch that segment again, I'll make a clip out of it.
All right.
If I
Yeah.
catch it. I don't remember what episode it was, but like if I find it and I'll catch it.
That was pretty early on. I think it
I'll
was like
bounce
last
it.
year or something.
Oh, this one's good too. Morgan said one time she guessed it and she accidentally wore the same shirt as Zen without knowing he was wearing it. So like you two
Yeah.
ended up on the same with the same shirt on.
Yeah. It's like
Awkward.
my long distance Asian twin.
Yes. Legend of Morgan.
Legend of Morgan. The one that I never fucking forget, and I can never watch a movie with this person in it now because Dragonfly was in the chat and he said, "I'm down for some freaky Jamie Lee Curtis" or some shit like that. And I think
Damn.
I broke the pod with that one because I couldn't stop laughing. It was like the perfect fucking delivery, and I think I laughed so much because that's the type of shit like random chatters would come in and say like during streams. Like that is
yeah.
the perfect random chatter comment.
Mm.
Now anytime I see a movie with fucking Jamie Lee Curtis, I cannot stop laughing.
So you watched Borderlands movie then and actually laughed at it.
I haven't seen Borderlands yet, but I can't get through Halloween. I can't get through fucking Freaky Friday. Pal was watching Freaky Friday and I came in and I just started laughing.
She's
I
like, "Why are
can't-
you laughing?"
I can't get through this shit because of what that man said. Another recent one was Dill's fucking toilet story about his school, about how they
Oh,
couldn't-
yeah, that
God,
was a good
yeah.
one.
That traumatized me. That school.
the
Holy annoying.
school again. The school just fucking gave up, and they're just like remodel the fucking
Literally, they just built a new school and just like I don't even think they ever fixed the issue.
Not the toilet, not the
Yeah.
toilet. They just rebuilt the school.
Well, Dill, just to put it this way, if they ever do The Last of Us, but in the UK, your whole school
toilet.
washroom is
I
the
would so
primary
watch
suspect.
that. I would so watch that just to see what would be freaking happening in the UK.
Is that a clicker?
It's just
No,
someone
that's
just,
just shit.
Someone goes to the washroom and like, bloody hell.
Is that a clicker? No, it's just shit.
That was more of an Australian accent than a British accent, mate. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm not good with my accents.
Yeah.
I'm out of touch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll come visit.
Off pod moments. Dill walking into Super Nintendo World was pretty surreal.
That was
Mhm.
fun. That was a fun moment.
The look on Dill's face, which you can go exclamation
We'll
point
do the
social media
same
and see
thing
that
next
clip.
year when we go Disney World. Disney World. Disney
You
World.
want to do
Disney
Disneyland
World.
next year?
Yeah. Do.
Have you never been to Disneyland?
No, I've never been in my life. Not once.
Motherfucker, fly down here for Christmas.
Yeah. Well,
Go to-
TwitchCon's in October next year, so I guess kinda.
I mean, you don't have to fucking wait till TwitchCon. You could just fly here now.
I can't. I've got too many things.
You know what? I'm getting real sick and tired of your responsibility stuff, all right? Like, just
Yeah.
fuck that. You go to work, tell your boss, I've got shit I got to do. I'm going to go to America and I'm going to go to Disneyland. I'll be back on Monday. Like, just be upfront with the man.
During October. Why? Is Disney not great in October?
Kid Kalen, please enlighten us as why we should not go to Disney during
Yeah,
October.
because isn't it more spooky in October, so therefore it'd be kind of cool?
Unless they start doing the Christmas shit and they kind of shut stuff down, that might be
I
it.
don't know.
It's busy as foo.
Oh,
but,
okay. Well,
I mean, it's Disneyland. It's always busy.
Yeah, Nintendo and like Universal still got busy at like after 12 o'clock, didn't it? Like got pretty busy.
I feel like we could do better if we went during the week. We need a
Yeah.
Dill walks into Disneyland moment.
Yeah.
I think we can make it happen. Don't let Kid Kalen's negativity deter
Yeah,
you.
I walk into like Disneyland, you're playing like some kind of like theme or something like that, like, you know, I don't know what theme did you play with when we get copyrighted by Mickey Mouse?
What theme?
Yeah, what theme could you play from like a Disney theme? You can play that one we get copyrighted by Mickey Mouse.
Shit, everything's copyright. I'm pretty sure Disney sends out copyright strikes for shit they don't even own.
Probably.
I'm not being negative. I just want you to actually enjoy it.
Disneyland Paris is closer. I have been tempted to go to Disneyland Paris. I just never really been to France either.
That
so.
ain't Disneyland.
Well, apparently they're building Disneyland in the UK.
That's new.
Yeah, apparently they're working on that.
All right.
Yeah.
Disneyland, here we come.
Yes.
Dill walks into Star Wars Land for the first time.
Oh, that'd be cool.
The Millennium Falcon.
Yeah. The Avengers campus.
Oh, you're in
Ooh.
Florida? Hell no, I'm not going to Florida.
No, we're going to California, not Florida.
Florida. The only time I would go to Florida is to go to Hannah's like square mile radius and then not anywhere else.
Yeah.
Disneyland. Disney? What? I don't want to go to Diddyland.
We're
the
not
fuck,
going to go to
Morgan?
Disneyland. No, that's a completely different thing entirely. The FBI is currently investigating that right now as we speak.
Morgan said go to Diddyland. Wow. Nope. What the fuck, Morgan? Call it off.
Call it off. Call it off.
Cancel the whole fucking thing.
Cancel the whole podcast. We're done now. Bye.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you guys can go ahead and get yourself arrested as you go visit Diddlerland.
They'll never get my baby oil.
The whole main street's just lined with baby oil. It's just a giant slip and slide.
Whee! Oh, I remember seeing this video of this guy with like saying like the FBI raiding like Diddy's place, and it was literally just them like him sliding across the entire freaking apartment.
Fuck. Oh my god. Ugh. We shouldn't be laughing about that kind of shit. The dude
No, we
did some
shouldn't.
real
It's
serious
a serious.
shit.
It's a real serious topic.
It's a real
proper
serious
serious
fucking thing
one.
that happened, but Morgan just manages to take serious things and make them laughable.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's steer the ship back here. Do we have any more fun, exciting moments aside from Morgan's thing, which is now going in the memory bank?
Aye.
She probably
She
didn't
probably
know.
didn't even realize. She probably didn't.
Morgan has derailed the whole pod.
Yeah.
Good job.
Let's segue back now. Backwards.
I don't know. I can't think of I can't think of anything except for like maybe oh, we were talking about boiling hot dogs.
Oh fuck!
Oh
hell.
God, yeah.
That's
was
a classic.
funny. As the look
I
of disgust that Erik had in his face when I said that, he was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
And now that I remember, I'm so fucking disappointed in myself that I did not make you the hot dogs the Erik way, like while you were here.
Yeah,
I should have done it.
I got Pow's pancakes at least.
Pal made pretty good pancakes.
She did.
I boiled
No, you
smokies.
don't boil the smokies.
What the fuck is a smoky?
Smoky is like a hot dog, but like sausage. It's bigger and it goes
Oh.
on like a
like
bigger
a
specific bun.
bratwurst or something like
Oh,
that.
Yeah,
like a brat or
bratwurst.
something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I can understand boiling like the little tiny like hot dog wieners. That's fine. But boiling a smoky, that is a cardinal sin. And I will
Oof.
see you in jail,
Oh God,
in hell.
Morgan, you've angered a Canadian. That's impossible.
Yeah, you anger me. I'm not listening to anything she has to say because the only reason why you would fry like an actual smoky is if A, you are literally in hell and belong there, and B, if you don't know how a kitchen works. I rest my case.
The box literally says cook it in 2 to 3 minutes. Wait, what? 2 to 3 what?
You had your hot dogs in the box.
The box literally says cook
Well,
it
that's
in
your
2 to
first
3
mistake is
inches
buying a
of
smoky in a box.
Oh,
Yeah.
2 to 3 inches of water in a skillet. No.
No. Don't do that.
That's disgusting. That's
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the worst decisions we've made on this pod. Having Morgan
having
Morgan
as
talk.
mod.
Yeah.
Having her talk. Because then she says things like this. Boil the hot dogs in 3 inches of water. No.
You're gonna boil a herd in 3 inches of water.
You know
And
what?
lucky
Morgan-
for her,
I mean,
there's
now
gonna be like a
that'll
children's
probably be
hospital like
enough.
just up the road.
Okay,
That'll
look
be
at
enough for Morgan.
as much as I love Morgan, right? I do genuinely love Morgan. I think Morgan's an incredible person, right? Morgan is the type of girl that would go to the beach, whip out the pot, pour water in it, and then throw the hot dogs in the pot at the beach in the boiling water rather than use the barbecue grill.
So Morgan is the kind of person where she'd go to a place to get ice cream on a cone, but then she would take the cone of ice cream, put it in like a little Tupperware bowl, and then eat it with a spoon.
Okay, that is not abnormal because some of the ice cream places do that here where they'll like put the cone like in the cup, like they'll turn it because they put like 2 or 3 scoops on it and then they turn it into a cup. That I'll let that one slide because that's not abnormal. That's not weird shit. You know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or she'll
I will say
eat
this
soup
though.
with a fork.
Okay, I will say this because Kaylin in here just said, wait a second, I do that. I can't eat from a cone. Why would you order the ice cream with the cone?
Huh.
Sit on that one for a second. Anyway, I like how we're supposed to be having happy moments talking about our great things we've done here,
Yeah.
and we're just bitching
Now we're just
about
like
Morgan.
reminiscing about like why I hate this podcast.
What the fuck are you talking about, Morgan?
Oh no, what is she saying?
Oh, well, read that bit that she just put there. Funny enough. Sound me funny enough.
Okay, finger size wiener.
She's a messy bitch and would just eat the penis out of her hand and lick the cream that drips. Okay.
There you go. There you see.
What the fuck? Morgan, you gotta watch what you say.
For those listening, Morgan literally helps run this entire thing, and she just says the most outrageous well shit. Like, oh my.
You know what, guys? You know what? I'm gonna back up Morgan here, and I'm gonna clip this. There we go.
I still agree with Damie there. Talk fast, first to think never.
Here you go, guys. Here you go. I just clipped
There you
clipped
go.
it for you.
If there is like staff uniforms for this podcast, we're making sure that Morgan does not get one. We don't associate.
Most unhinged producer.
There you go. Look at the live chat for you.
Oh my goodness.
Damn.
All right.
Jesus Christ. Well, welcome to Good Friends, Good Games. This is what we do here. If you're a first timer, this is
this will be our last podcast, guys.
Yeah,
that's how we go in style.
Yeah, you retire early.
Morgan shows up to 51 and no one's here. She's like, what
guys,
she's like John Travolta, like figure out where the fuck did everyone go.
The meme, the what's it called, the Pulp Fiction meme?
Yeah.
Someone photoshopped Morgan's head on that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's why I actually have the John Travolta meme as Channel Point Redemption. It's so good.
Oh, remember when Morgan was going to hit you with the slipper? That was a good pod moment.
Oh, that was funny.
Morgan on pod literally whipped off her slipper and was like going to throw it at Zenith through the virtual lines.
Nice. With enough force and power, she could probably do that.
I can hit Zen with a slipper in February. What happens in February? What am I missing out on?
Right. So I have a special opportunity. So you know how like they have the St. Jude Summit every year, right?
Right.
Well, the thing is, this upcoming year, I will not be going to the St. Jude Summit.
Okay. Because
instead, my stream team, Team SideQuest, has a special exclusive offer where, because Team SideQuest has raised so much money for St. Jude, that they've decided where a bunch of us on the team, whether or not we've raised money, get to go to St. Jude, and it's all paid for and all that. And Morgan is one of the people that gets to go join. So cool. I get to meet Morgan in February.
Nice.
Wow.
That's gonna be fun for you,
and possibly your sister too. So yeah.
Cool.
Wow. I've never been to St. Jude. I'm very sad about that. That one still fucking stings. I never got to go.
Don't worry. I will. I'll shank him for you.
Okay.
You'll shank him for me? I mean,
yeah. And if I get arrested, I'll just be like, Erik, as they like carry me away.
I mean, I appreciate the sentiment, but I would be worried about all those children that no longer have a leader to like organize St. Jude. I think that would be a bigger issue. I think
I'll just like wait until like Dan Clancy's there, and then I'll just like shank him. And sorry, guys, Twitch is no longer a thing because of Erik. And here I'm gonna be taken away on a gurney. All right, podcast's over. It was nice, guys.
Oh my god, you said the name Dan Clancy, and now I'm like,
CEO of Twitch.
No, I know. I don't think he's any different than the other guy.
Yeah. No, I actually would argue that. I was skeptical. I met him in person, and I mean, there's some things that I still think that definitely needs improvement, but Twitch has been better with him in charge because there was no public entity when it was what is it, Emmett Shear?
That's the one.
Yeah.
Oh god. It's weird to me. Okay, I'll be honest in here. I'll make this brief and quick before we start winding down. I think it's one of those things where it's like he started doing the streaming himself, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. He's learning his own product. He's learning how it works. He's learning like what the people go through, what the issues are, etc., etc., etc. But now I always see him streaming. I'm like, shouldn't you be running the company?
Yeah. I know that some people have some Twitch employees have a problem with that, but I do get that he's trying to at least like have a better understanding of Twitch as a community as a whole. I still feel he's quite out of touch, but at least he has much more of an idea of what creators want as opposed to the previous CEO.
Right. I think it was just I thought it was kind of weird when he was like showing up on streams with like Pokimane and all this kind. I mean, I don't know if he did or not, but all these big name streams, like showed up on streams with them and stuff, and I'm kind of like, is this guy running the company or is he like?
I guess like honestly, I think give it like 2 or 3 more years, and we'll probably have a better idea of like how if he's done good for Twitch or not.
Or we'll all be on YouTube.
All that.
We'll get our answer soon enough. Sorry, that was a negative comment. But anyway. Okay, so we've created new pod moments here. Does anyone have any other pod moments before we wind out now that the juices are flowing?
No, I'm good.
You're
Yeah,
good?
I think
You're good?
Covers everything,
Yeah. I'm sure this is going to be one of those situations where we start thinking about shit after the episode is done. Probably. That is episode 50, guys. Episode 50 is done. Administrative stuff here. The last episode of the year is going to be on the 16th. Morgan, what the fuck?
The juice is loose, everyone.
Are you reading this, Zenith?
I'm trying to figure out if I can unmod other mods, but I can't.
Ban her.
What the hell's a number? What's a number 3?
It's number 1, number 2 together.
Oh my god. What is this? Guys, if you are listening right now.
Oh
no. Oh no. Do I wait. Do I even want to see this?
No, you do.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I know I'm going to regret this.
No, you won't.
I know it.
Oh my god.
Oh, never mind. I'm not regretting this. This is the greatest thing I've ever fucking seen in my life. Bear with me a second here.
Yeah, this is going to be Morgan as we all quit.
Yep. Hold on a second. Let's see here. This is everyone's going to see this in a second. Let me just get the ladies and gentlemen, here you go. Just take that one in for a second.
Nice.
That's good stuff. That's quality work. Whoever created this, you're hired.
Damie did it.
Yeah.
There you go. Whoever created that, thank you. You are my new favorite person in life.
I tell Damie that all the time.
This is literally I can make this work. I think this is going to be the thumbnail.
Nice.
I think this is going to be the thumbnail, guys.
Okay.
Morgan, congratulations. You have made the thumbnail for episode 50.
Yeah, for a podcast you're not even on.
We'll solve that next time.
Look at that. Wow, unbelievable. Because she smiles in pics. She's not smiling here.
Yeah, exactly.
She looks confused there.
I mean, I can't. I don't know how to react with this.
All right.
This is like all incredible at the same time, but now I'm just I'm over analyzing it.
Yeah. We can sort that out after the pod.
Yeah. I'm over analyzing. Let's sort this out after the pod. Anyway, let me go back to the main thing here. Do you know I still don't know how to floss?
Huh?
Jesus Christ. Can we just mute Morgan?
At this point, yeah.
Yeah. We should probably wrap up this the pod before she says any more things.
Yeah, we're going to wrap this up before she says anything else. Guys, that is episode 50. Thank you so much. The next episode, like I said, last episode of the year before we go on break. If you do not know, we go on break for the holidays and then we go film other content and post that up. That last episode is going to be the 16th, which is 2 weeks from today. If you like what you saw, we got a bunch of new clips up on
all the socials,
exclamation point social media. Go love those clips. Go follow those channels too, by the way. That'll help us immensely. Go follow all those accounts. There's a lot of clips there for you.
Follow us on Blue Sky, please.
Oh, yeah. Did I not put Blue Sky in there yet?
You should probably put Blue Sky in there.
Yeah. Because fuck Elon Musk. Follow us on Blue Sky.
Yay.
Musk Hub, baby. Musk Hub.
The Musk Hub goes.
Oh, I remember that pod. That was a fun one.
Musk Hub. That was Dill's favorite. That's Dill's favorite artwork. Is Musk Hub.
That was beautiful.
Dill fucking hates Elon Musk. Guys, if you want to get Dill, if you guys want to get Dill a Christmas present, send him all your Elon Musk memorabilia.
Dude,
I'll burn it in a freaking fire. I will do a bonfire.
Yeah. I have pretty much so many different iterations of his name blocked on Twitter, so that's why I never see anything that him or the official Twitter account posts, because I refuse.
I think it was just funny. I think it was just funny how he was like, I'm gonna open up Twitter to all this free speech or whatever, and it's like all it is his free speech. Like all I see is him on fucking
his
Twitter
interpretation
now.
of free speech.
Fucking all my Twitter feed is Elon Musk. Like he's like, hey guys, look, I own this place.
It's only the reason why blocking has been changed, because he doesn't like the fact that people are blocking him, so he's like trying to
even his own kids probably have him blocked.
Yeah.
Which one? He's got like 12.
I think I got 12. I don't know.
Oh, did I? Yeah, like did I share a picture? You know, like the image of where it's like a path in the middle of a park, and there's like a gated fence, but it's only on like the concrete part of the path. That's what the Twitter red block function feels like.
Nice.
It doesn't do anything. But yeah.
This man needs to walk into a wall and forget how to use tech.
You forget that he isn't really that much of a tech guy. He just hires people to make tech.
He hasn't done anything. All the things that he's invented, he just bought from people.
Yeah,
including PayPal.
Yeah,
PayPal, Twitter, all of it, dude. He just yes, thank you, Kayla. He just has money. That's the way to end it here. He just has money. Anyway, go follow us on Blue Sky. When I put it in the link tree, we're gonna have the Blue Sky up account for the next episode. Anyway, guys, it's been good friends, good games. Episode 50 is in the books. We got one more for the year, and then we got a whole new year ahead of us. So
yippee!
We'll see you guys later.
Bye.